good, fam? Whoa. Enjoying the walk home. Guess everybody probably be expecting me to say Happy Martin Luther King Day. Only if you know who you really are. Only. No disrespect to the man, but even he had to admit himself that he was leading us into that he led the people into a burning house. I don't mean to rain on nobody's parade, but I just want to make sure we don't get off of the true agenda, which is to correct the true identity. Everybody over here black. I appreciate our ancestors for the fight that they put up, but real rap, we lost when we fell into integration. That's when shit started to go sour. When we felt like we needed to assimilate in order to be successful, rather than just stick to our own guns, stick to our own principles, stick close to each other. Because it's amazing. You'll see groups of people who don't fuck with each other. They don't like each other, but when it comes to this business, nigga, they arm in arm. Okay? Ready to die for the betterment of the whole. So if it's easy for people outside of our race to put their differences aside for the betterment of the entire race, then there's no excuse why we can't do the same shit. No excuse why we can't do the same thing. We want to bang, we want to argue, we want to find excuses to not work with each other. So, here we go. You know what I'm saying? So, and granted, when I was in high school, I did the whole Martin Luther King speech. I have a dream. That was one of my speeches that I had to do in order to graduate from high school. I had to do that in front of the whole school. I even did that shit at convention. Which place did I win for that? I think I won like fourth place for I forgot what the category was even for the event, but it was pretty much live speech. Or you know, public speaking. It was a public speaking competition. I did the whole bit, you know, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last. And it's like, nigga, nobody here free. Everybody's still identifying as black. Nobody free. Maybe in our mind and in our hearts we feel free, nigga, but legally, no. Legally, no. We still slaves. So, this ain't gonna be too long of a video about it, right? I ain't about to go ham. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to butcher. Brother Martin Luther King. But what I will say is I need to do some research into his alter ego, Michael King. Yeah. The guy I knew in the daytime, that was Martin. The guy at nighttime, in the private, that was Michael. And Michael loved white women. Mind you, that's not even like main, like, it's whatever. You like who you like. You know what I'm saying? You vibe with who you vibe with. But overall, I just want to acknowledge the fact that the man realized at the end of it all, you know, before he got capped, that he led the people into a burning building. You know what I'm saying? Before, like I said, shit, man, we were good. Right, there you go with the Moors. Got caught in Norway with them in the hotel. Do your research on Michael. These are facts. But you know, it's not about getting caught up in or falling in love with the man. We need to stop falling in love with the man, yo. You need to step back from a third person view and just analyze the actions of the man. Fuck what the man said. What did the man do? Fuck what he said. What did he do? Because a lot of people's doings don't get talked about. You know what gets talked about? The shit that people say. We talk a lot about the shit people say, but we don't talk enough about the shit people do. And if we spoke about what people do instead of what they say, then we'd be able to filter out a lot of bullshit. So Once again, peace to everyone. Islam. Even if you don't fuck with Islam, peace, my nigga. Who don't want peace in their life? Okay. So, I just want to, bring us back into that, because the whole story of, one day I have a dream where little white girls and little white boys and girls, and little black boys and girls can hold hands together, and that vision ain't real. It's not real. It ain't real, and there will never be such vision accomplished, because no such people exist. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about class, sure, you can say black people exist as class goes. Sure, white people exist as far as class goes. But you can't just leave shit at that. If you go to any other country on this planet, you cannot say this person is black or white. You cannot do that shit. Niggas will rock you in that country, because they don't play that colorism shit. Any country, they don't play that. They deal strictly with nationality, nationhood, statehood. Oh, what country you in? Oh, all right, I'm in Czechoslovakia. Then guess what? Everybody in this motherfucker who was born here, who has a birth certificate here, who has family history here, guess what they are? Czechoslovakian. It ain't rocket science. You don't gotta be, there's the black Czechoslovakians, there's the white Czechoslovakians, there's the yellow Czechoslovakians, and then there's the gray Czechoslovakians back there. That shit ain't real. Everyone is just Czechoslovakian. It don't matter the skin tone. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's just that. It is what it is. And we keep on trying to argue with what the fuck it is. Done with that shit. Stop arguing for what the fuck this shit is. Stop arguing with that. It's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your energy. Waste of your energy, man. Stop arguing. No need to argue that. Just you need to put yourself in what I have learned recently, and I call it God mode. And for me, the best way I can interpret God mode is, for example, maybe hard to receive some messages sometimes, right? Based on how the shit being delivered. That's cool. You don't like how the shit's being delivered. But what if it's the truth? So guess what? You gotta put yourself in God mode. Now, when we're born, we all seeing shit from first person view. Everything is first person view here. We see through our eyes, and then we see our hands reaching forth. We see our bodies and shit. If you look at it if you look at yourself from a third person view, meaning step outside first person and look at yourself from the side. A lot of people call that shit astral projection. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yes, you can astral project in real time during conversations. Get out your body, shift, and look at yourself. Look at yourself, looking at whoever you're dealing with. Listen to yourself from a third person view, receiving whatever that message is. Yo, when I tell you all type of emotions and feelings that may arise from you taking that shit personally, when I tell you that shit just goes, it's like, oh, wow, I don't feel nothing. And not in a bad way, in a good way. It's like, yo, I can really just sit here, analyze what's being told, no matter how I feel about it, because it has nothing to do with my feelings. And for every individual, when you experience something, that's real for the individual. To argue that shit is moot. This is a lesson I wish I had a couple years ago. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. Would have served me well. But it's cool. Everything is in divine timing. You know? So, just get out your feelings. Also, too, I want to be clear. I told you I'm a different type of Moor. Islam Muslim. I'm a different type of Muslim. Right? When you look up what Moor means any dark-skinned person. I'm perfectly cool with that, because there's a whole lot of dark-skinned people. Now, when you start to dig deep and have the conversation as far as where this person comes from or who their family is, how are they raised, their culture, then that's specific, right? So I could say I'm a Moor, but then it'll be based on I'm a Moor from where? You know what I'm saying? Where am I a Moor from? I'll be considered a Moor from Haragua. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Alrighty. I have something for you tomorrow. I'm gonna text you when I get back from work. Huh? You got another one?
I need to do this one.
Oh.
Yeah, hard to do it, but I have 2 hours.
Hey, man, you gotta manifest that. So you gotta make it happen. That's how it is.
I know, but take your time.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Yeah, man, I got the camera on. I don't want to get your business out there. Yo, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right.
You see me here, give me a call.
Okay, we'll do. That's my guy right there. Sold me a V, and I got sitting right now. I'm getting everything straightened out with the courts. But yeah, you know, cool nigga. Also, hey Jose, you seen Luis? Jose, you seen Luis? You seen Luis? Luis.
I don't see Luis.
When you see him, tell him to give me a call.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Huh? Yeah, I know. He gets them late jobs. But yeah, yeah. So when you look into more, it means any dark-skinned person. So you could be a dark-skinned person from anywhere. You could be a person from China, my nigga. You could be a dark-skinned person from Dubai. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a dark-skinned person from what people would classify as the so-called Caribbean islands. But then that's a whole nother story because Caribbean means cannibal. But yo, that's a whole nother conversation. So honestly, I'll leave that for another live. Yeah, that'll be too much. That'll be too much. Way too much. Yeah, so you can be a Moor from all over. So it don't matter the fact of that. You know what I'm saying? You could be, like I said, you could be a Moor from England. It just depends on, are you a dark-skinned person? And are you original to the place that you are, where you at? That's it. After that, bro, sis, it's levels to this shit. Now, when we have a deeper conversation about, okay, where are you? All right, my mother and father born in Haiti. Now we get deeper into it. All right, so you're Moor from Haiti. Yes, Haitian Moor, if I want to take it back, Haragua, blah, 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 Port-au-Prince, Okap. You get what I'm saying. It gets deeper than that. But on a general stance, Moor is referring to any dark-skinned person. Now, what the shit I don't like, the fuck shit I don't appreciate, is people is trying to assimilate Moor, okay, with black. They don't mean the same shit. No, the fuck it don't mean the same shit. You got me fucked up. Okay? If you look up... Oh, thank you. I make my pieces myself. You can email me if you like any pieces. I make them. So these are my 2 pieces that I carry with me to protect me from radiation and also to help heal my soul. All right? Prayer night and... Really? It's not Celestine. I'm mad I forgot the name of this stone just now. I'm brain farting. Selenite. This is selenite. Yeah. Prayer night and selenite. Anyway, thank you, Moor. But like I said, if you're interested, email me, Sunel University, SUNELUNIVERSITY@gmail.com. If you like any pieces, that is what I do too. I am a jeweler. Previous name was Jules, so it's only right and fitting that I am a jeweler. Now, to get back on track. Yeah, so Moor can be any dark-skinned person, right? Now, Moor and black do not mean the same shit. Black means shiny and pale, my guy, my girl. Black means shiny and pale. And then when we go into legal definitions, okay, legally, Moor is referencing any indigenous person. If you're a Moor, that means you're an indigenous being. Period. That's all it means. It means dark skin, you come from the dirt. You come from the mud. Okay? That's all it means when you say you're Moor. Now, when you want to get into the specifics, that's a different conversation. Different conversation. So, they don't mean the same thing. Legally, when you say you black, you saying you don't got no mother and father as you walk upon this earth. Not the same shit. Are you watching me right now? What's good, Wolf? What's going on with you? I got everybody on. Everybody watching. You watching me? You watching me? Watch me. You watch myself. Ain't that crazy? Whoa.
Bye.
Shit. I figured, I was like, oh, is today Martin Luther King Day? I didn't realize today's Martin Luther King Day. So busy in my shit. How's everything going though?
Yeah, I was just doing some homework and stuff.
Already.
And I was just like, I'll have you on the side watching.
Yeah, what's up, Liz? Hey, man, that's how we gotta keep busy. Woo, got the books out too. You ain't playing, bruh. Shit.
I was just like, yo, I gotta get this done.
Yeah, man. I think I'm probably about to go in the garage.
Sure. I'm still watching.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Oh, you like how I came together?
Huh?
Took me a little bit, but I finally got that bitch together. I was like, I'm gonna finish this tonight, man. I was trying all weekend. I think I got my little clothing stuff set up. See, I'm letting y'all into my personal life. Y'all in my personal den room now, y'all. Right? I'm a real human being. I'm a real human being. There is a shirt I wanted to show y'all though. That my homegirl's made. Let me see. Boom. See? This right here. I gotta rotate the device. This right here would epitomize how I feel, right, about today. This. Move this out the way. That's another thing there. See that? Much more than black. It's the truth. We are much more than black. Much more. Much more. All we saying. Let me flip this. All we saying is that you're brown skinned. I mean, honestly, if you really want me to make it that plain, all right, you brown skinned. But to say that more mean black is very incorrect. They don't mean the same thing. Like I said, if you're saying you black legally or African American, which means what? You from 2 continents? How'd that happen? You can't be from 2 continents. We are whole beings, okay? Not half and half. Enough with that half and half stuff. We are not half and half. We are whole, right? So, matter of fact, I'm about to make me do the Mr. Rogers with y'all. Mr. Rogers. Grab my shit.
Skateboarding is fun, but I love to roller skate too. Roller skate. Hi everyone. Today we're gonna do the DJ Lance dance. So everyone stand up. Come on, let's dance. Today we're gonna do.
Now we in school, right? So yeah, more and black don't mean the same thing. Okay. More and black don't mean the same thing. So, like I said, legally, you can't say more, or you can't say more mean black, because you sounding hella crazy. It don't mean black. So more just it does reference that you are dark skinned, and it does reference that you are indigenous to some place on the earth. Now, does it specify your identity? No. It is also it's weird because it's like a descriptive term, but it's also over centuries and centuries of time has been accepted as a form of identification on a general basis. No different than how niggas today use black, African American, Negro, right? You just have to replace that with more, because more was switched. They switched more to Indian in 1621. And if you're asking me who did such a thing, that would be my man Walter Plecker. Walter, Walterplecker. Research him. Walter Plecker. 1621 was the year where Moore got redesignated, right? It got crossed out, and then Indian got switched in. So, it's really about just knowing who you are and where you come from, so you can really stabilize your identification. And it's hard to stabilize that when everything is always changing. It's like every 20 years, we change. Pardon me, I'm getting everything set up. It's like every 20 years, we change how we choose to identify. First 20 years is Negro. Second 20 years is nigga. Another 20 years is Afro-American. Another 20 years is African American, and that's where we at now. So I'm just trying to figure out what's about to be the next switch. You know what I'm saying? After African American, what are they going to try to trick us to refer to ourselves as next? Which will, once again, like every other classification did, put us outside of the human race, right? Put us outside of the human family, and because we are sitting. And because we are vibing outside of the human family, it's hard. It's hard to really make a stable foundation for yourself, because the very foundation you're standing on ain't gonna be there for the next 20 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be there. It's gonna change. But you know what's not gonna change? Me claiming I'm a Moor. You know what I'm saying? That's going back to ancient times. I already showed y'all my book where, you know what I'm saying? They have our ancestor in Peru in South America with this on their head already. Only difference is the joint had three boxes. But it's crazy because if you look at those 3 boxes, how they was shaped, it was just like they were in the position of a pyramid. You could line them up like a pyramid. You know what I'm saying? But it's 3 square boxes. 1, 2, and then 3 for the pineal. All right, that's on the walls. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I feel. That I got nothing to do with my feelings. That's pure facts. And I got too many videos where you can just go back and peer into that, right? So on this Martin Luther King Day, I just want to reiterate that niggas is still in the burning house. That burning house that Martin Luther King said he led everyone into, niggas is still in the burning house. You know how long that house been burning? And niggas still haven't gotten the memo like, yo, I need to, it's hard to breathe in here. We need to get out of here. They're just standing there getting burnt up. And then we get burnt up, and then people wonder why shit is the way it is, or why shit don't change. Because we don't do anything different. We don't do anything different. When it's time to buck, or when it's time to turn up, we don't turn up. We want to forgive niggas and be soft-hearted. When it's time to be soft-hearted and forgive niggas, that's when we want to buck. So we're always doing the opposite shit at the wrong time. That's essentially what I'm saying. And we have been doing the same thing since that time. So it's only fitting that I make this statement on Martin Luther King Day. That it's time to raise the level of awareness if you're not already on that level. It's 2021, man. Nobody ain't got time, really, to be waking up nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really speaking to wake up anybody, because if you don't comprehend what I'm saying at this time, then oof. You know what I mean? And if you do have this information, it's time to move on it. It's not time to sit on this anymore. Seen this weird, crazy film yesterday. It's called American Skin. And it was dealing with a 14-year-old kid who got shot during a police stop where the cops claimed they were so-called speeding in the neighborhood, in a residential area. And he was 14 years old. And, you know, he had a camera on and the cop was being aggressive. Mind you, he was in the car with his dad, right? and he's being aggressive. I ain't gonna give the whole movie up, but essentially, dad went, but the son got killed, and then a year later, dad went up, kidnapped everyone, held out the precinct, had court. You know what I'm saying? And had a jury. And it was so ill because the jury, mind you, the movie's called American Skin. American Skin. It came out last year. So it's definitely talking about all that shit that was going on last year with the Black Lives Matter and all of that stuff. So you definitely want to watch, taking over a police precinct. You definitely want to watch that so you can get in tune to what the society is on. And the society is dead. Society's dead. Society is dead, yo. Dead, 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 dead. And so this is the part that I liked. The jury was all the inmates, right? And it wasn't no bias shit. It wasn't just so-called black people. It was Latino people there too. You know what I'm saying? It was some Caucasian people there also too. But like, yo, it's crazy because the cop the cop who was on trial, his best friend who's acting as his attorney, like they had this shit play out like a court. They had an in-house court in the police precinct. Everyone had a role. You're the jury, you're the counselor, you're the this, you're the that. It was dope. So it was all in-house. And from that, I really learned, like, yo, we supposed to be having our own trials in court within our own homes to resolve shit instead of calling 911, right? So with that being said, so when they was trying the dude who shot the man's son, right? His best friend was representing him, and the jury was all the inmates and shit. So when the jury started speaking about saying some common sense shit, that's when the cop want to be like, yo, the jury's not allowed to speak. They're just here to listen, and then they gonna make a decision. And then the father, mind you, I walked in on this movie like an hour in, so it ain't like I seen the whole shit. But yo, from an hour in, bro, I was stuck till the shit ended. Stuck. All right, that movie good. I gotta see that shit from the beginning. So I'm trying to give y'all a game. American Skin. And so the father, he was like, yo, so everyone feel free to speak. You don't have to hold your tongue. Yo, when I tell you the moment that happened, the common sense that came, the level of common sense that entered into the courtroom was amazing, bro. And this is coming from inmates. Like, niggas like, yo, so I could be, because the guy was saying, like, KKK people are racist, Nazis are racist. He's like, so what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that people who are not KKK and who are not Nazis, that they could never be racist? He's like, that's like saying someone who's not a what do I want to call it? Who's not like a feminist, but he's married to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Just like the common sense started filling the room so heavy, and they just started to chin check every little bullshit excuse that the cops were trying to lay out as far as justifying. Oh, I was speeding, right? So all right, so what was the speed limit? I think it was 45, 50. 45, 50? I don't know about y'all, but I travel quite often through residential neighborhoods. Never have I ever seen a residential neighborhood where the speed limit was 45 to 50. They have children, okay? Sometimes those children may be deaf, meaning they can't hear for cars coming. There's speed bumps normally in residential areas to prevent you from speeding. So it's like, how that makes sense? But see, in an actual court of law, in this public realm, the jury is silent. So all that common sense has to stay quiet, and that shit's not allowed to enter the room. But damn, when that brother said, yo, everybody speak, and everybody started speaking their mind from a basic standpoint, oh my God, yo, it just made there was some parts that just really made my skin boil. And I'm not gonna say too long on that movie, but American Skin, like really, really go watch that, yo. That movie lit. That movie all the way lit. And so essentially, when he got the judgment came, right? Oh, he was found guilty. Yes, he was found guilty. Yes, he was. You know what the father did? The charge was death, right? Uploaded. Got at his forehead. Call your wife, call your family. You know, so you can know that feeling. And then the man blank. He pulled the trigger though, but blank. And I'm like, all right, you did all that to make an example, right? He knows what it feels like to be powerless with your, with your life. That's cool. But a year later, the dad gets shot walking off the precinct. You know what I'm saying? With his hands up. So it just reminded me like, yo, when it's time to buck. When it's time to be calm. But don't decide you're going to buck. And then at the end, after you done bucked all the way to the top, now you're going to be calm. Bruh, you start it, finish it. Because after doing all that, nothing was done. Who got killed out of all that? The son and his dad. We got to stop being so damn soft. There are consequences in this world for a reason. When you violate, there's a consequence. If you uphold and stay true, If you uphold and stay true, let me. Oh, my shit about to die. Hold on, fam. Let me grab my charger real quick. Really quick. Okay. All right. Let there be light. Let's make sure. All right. Everybody tuned in. But yeah. We gotta stop being so damn merciful, because motherfuckers is not merciful with us. And thank you more for the $5 donation. I truly appreciate that. That's dope. It's coming to your own. Nobody asking you to be a Moor. Nobody asking you to be Moorish American. You're that whether you want to or not. Why? Because you're a dark-skinned person. Does that speak to who you are as an individual? Does that speak to your soul? It may not necessarily. For those who does, we are who we are. I'm an L because it speaks to my soul. But for those who don't, who resonate with what they know, just remember that's just the surface, yo. There's a lot much. You gotta go a lot deeper than that. You gotta go a lot deeper into your own history and nationality. I done spent the 2 weeks buried in the freaking Smithsonian book and ancient history on Latin America. Why? Because I'm trying to understand more about my culture as a Haitian or as a Cascayan. You know what I'm saying? And then, or as a Hawaguan, right? Because that's the Kashik that my mother manifested from. Haragua, what they call today Port-au-Prince, the Port of the Prince. Port-au-Prince. Port of the Prince. And my dad was born in Cap. They say Cap Haitian, but there was a video I did on Facebook where it was Cap Francais. Right? Well, lets you know that. That's when I was going in talking about everything is French. All the ancient words, everything historically is French. So therefore, if you claim to be Creole or French, then that just means you're Haitian. Not to mention that the Roman Empire were Franks. Frank means French, right? And that the first the second empire to come up after the Roman Empire fell, which was run by who? Moors. Generally, why? Because there's all dark skin, right? Now, on a second level, French. That's what they claim, right? French. Now, understand the second empire that rose after the Holy Roman Empire was the Carolingian Empire. The Carolinas, y'all. Also, French. And then when you start analyzing French, for me, I'm like, yo, so French is Haitian because I have parents, I have relatives named Jean-Baptiste, Francois, Henri, this, that, same type of names. But if I go to France, then those be considered French people. But I'm like, yo, there's nothing different about that name to me because that is a regular name as far as my culture goes, being Haitian. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay. I know I speak Creole. You know what I'm saying? I know Creole is the language we speak, and there's many different dialects of Creole. You could go to New Orleans, you go to Louisiana, the Carolinas. I'm forgetting one. Alabama, right? St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? These are all Creole people, French people, Roman people, Roman Empire, Carolingian Empire, Franks. These are French people ruling this, aka Haitians, because we weren't in Haiti. We was in South America first, migrated to Haiti. You feel me? Whole nother conversation. So I've been digging into myself to find out, like, who the fuck am I? What makes me tick? Why do I like the things that I like? Why do I dislike the things that I like? Why do I gravitate towards the shit that I gravitate towards? Like, I have to know. I have to know so I can better navigate myself here, because I am here for the truth. Apparently something happened in one of my past lives and I'm trying to uncover. So I got to dig, but I don't have an agenda. So this is why it's easy for me to be like, yo, I came up in the, studying under Prophet Drew Ali, learned a lot from the Moorish Science Temple of America. But just because I don't agree with every single thing about the Prophet or about how the Moorish Science Temple of America is run, that don't mean I got to give my fez back, because my fez ain't the Prophet's fez. This is my fez. This is my fez. He reminded me of my shit. All right? That's like you reminding, hey, bro, don't forget the keys for your car. Don't forget the keys for your car. He's like, I'll leave it there. And then the same person trying to say, don't forget the keys for your car says, well, you know what? If he ain't gonna take the fucking car, then give me the damn keys. It's my shit now. In what world? How that happened? It's still my car. I'm using it as a metaphor. So if it's already mine, how can you say if I don't do what the Prophet says, give my shit back like it was like the Prophet gave it to me? And I'm like, yo, he brought me my shit. It's my shit. He brought it so I could hold on to it tight, not give it back because I ain't following his rule or law. That would be called slavery, y'all.
Canada.
Huh?
Canada too.
Oh yeah?
Remember they speak French too.
Oh, Canada. Thank you. Canaan land. There we go. Canaanites. Bang bang. That's my brother Tumansa. Yes. Canada also speaks French. So a lot of French speaking places and peoples in these continents. Why is that? Why is French such a big thing? And I tell you right now, if you pull up your phone, go into your Google, right? Type or say all the places in America, named after French words. And you'll see what the fuck pops up. Over 7,000 different areas. Even out here in Washington, there's areas out here that have French origin. The fuck is that doing all the way over here? You got so many places on this continent that are so-called indigenous terms that originate from French. Why? I thought French was dealing with France, Paris, over across seas. I thought that's across the seas. What the fuck is that doing over here? I wish. Let me see, man. Y'all be playing these games, boy. Y'all be playing these games. I'm gonna see if I can find it too. I'm gonna see. Where's that magnifying glass? Because we got this map here, man. Let me let y'all see. Let y'all see what we're dealing with. Can't find the magnifying glass at this particular moment. You see this map right here? Alright. So this map is first of all, this map is in the British Museum. And my friend found this map, boy, in the thrift store for $8. The people did not know what they had in there. $8. I repeat, $8. See that? Everything is in Latin. This is a map of America. Well, I mean, this is a map of the world. Over here, this is, Africa, etc. This right here is dealing with North and South America. See? The Bleu Wall map. A little bit. I don't know if you can get all that. All right, but this map pretty much ranges from, I'm sorry, it can't be more clear, but this map ranges from the timelines between the years of 1647 and 1658. I repeat, so this map right here is referencing the timelines between 1647 and 1658. And god damn it, I wish I had that magnifying glass so I could show y'all that right over. See if I can find it. We see Britannia over here. But right over here in this area, if you come up with a magnifying glass, this is called New France. And that area that I'm pointing to is what they call the so-called Louisiana Purchase. All right, another good reference. You can look up the floor plans for the Louisiana Purchase, 1904, which is in the St. Louis Museum. If you type that in your Google, it'll pop up with the PDF, and you can look at the floor plans. And what you'll also see is that in those floor plans, right? What happened? Oh, came out. You'll see that in those floor plans that they have the compass in its proper setting, meaning north is down, south. Meaning north is down, south is up, east is to the left, and west is to the right. Because north, like north, south, west, and east. Nah, it's south, north, south, north, east, and then west. Now, I used to trick myself to remembering the east and the west part because I figured from left to right, it spells we. But I had to retrain my brain. In its proper form, it's E and W. So it's ew. Right? When it was wrong, it was we. And now that it's right, it's ew. It's nasty. Ew. EW. That's how I remember in my brain. Because they want me to like the wrong shit and dislike the right shit. That's how I took that. But look for yourself, man. Look for yourself. And you tell me. Matter of fact, no, I got a book. Yeah, let me go grab that Latin book. I'll be right back. y'all can hear me, please let me know y'all can hear me so I can ensure that my headpiece is walking. In years? Well, it's good to know, bro. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all. Hey, can y'all can hear me, right? Just let me know something. What's good, brother? Our King Bay. Let me know something. Give me a thumbs up. Give me 100. Just let me know y'all can hear me, because I would hate to be talking and y'all don't hear nothing that I'm saying. Let's make sure. All right, I'm back. So, beautiful part about this book, this is one of the books I've been reading. Okay? Very, very good book. Very, very good book. Very good book. Very good book. Let me go to this map so y'all can see what I'm talking about, because found out that they also have the map in here as well. Because it's one thing, it's one thing to talk about it, but then sometimes, I'm pretty sure people wonder, yo, man, what are you talking about? How you know what you're talking about? Because this is the shit I read. I've read and I've seen with my own eyes. Honestly, if you ever want to argue with whatever I have to say, you're not arguing with me. You gotta argue with these books, and you gotta argue with the Library of Congress. Because that's where I get most of my shit from. Library of Congress, universities. I get, you know what I'm saying? That's where majority of my information and knowledge come from. I like to gather my shit from facts. And then from those facts, I can put the pieces together. And then I can sit here in front of you and talk to you regular, like I know what the hell I'm talking about, because I done read what the fuck I'm talking about. I ain't pulling shit out of no. I ain't pulling things out of a void and just making things up. I'm not doing that. Just bear with me, y'all. I'm looking for this map, and once I find this map, there's a lot of maps in this book. But once I find this particular map, because that map is synonymous to what's on this wall right here. It's synonymous to what's on that wall right there. And they have it. Let me just find that and we'll be good. We'll be good. One second. But feel free to shoot any questions if I got questions and stuff like that. Feel free. The comments do pop up on the screen. Just give me a second. It's crazy. When I don't need it, that map will just fall in my hands. Seven and 9. All right, let's go 7 and 9. Okay. Getting there. This ain't what I'm looking for, but just to give you an idea. You know what I'm saying? I don't play around. I don't play around. I'm looking at real things. All right, I'm not making stuff up. See, somebody just put a comment. Already. And you have to know about the Iberian Peninsula too. See? Look. They just pulled up. But just so y'all see what I'm saying, right? Muslim Iberia. you gotta read, yo. You gotta read to really know what's going on. You really gotta read because they're not giving us the real in school. This is school right here. I ain't start learning shit until I realized. Put it like this: I ain't start learning shit until I started studying on my own and letting my own brain come up with, you know what I'm saying, or gathering the information based off what I'm seeing. I really want to show this, so this may force me to go grab the other book because maybe the map is in the other book. I didn't touch the Smithsonian book because I was pretty certain that the map was in this Latin America book, but I may be wrong, and I may have to go grab that. We're going to see. We're going to see. Almost there. But they also have the ancient names of places, you know what I'm saying? I gotta read that. The royal government in America. Whoa. Whoa. What page is that? 157. Huh. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll read that together. How about that one? Maybe we'll just read that one together, bro. Y'all here, we out here. But you see what I'm saying? This is still not the map, but just to give you reference, what I've been trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a gathering. By the way, you know what people were in here? Cuba? Mayas. So when you think about Cuba, just think about Mayans. Real rap. Real rap. Don't believe what I said. You get the book yourself. Get the book yourself. Read. You don't gotta read from the start. Go into the syllabus. I went right for Haiti. I need to know everything about Haiti. I went right for that. Man, I think it's in that Smithsonian book, yo. Yeah, I'm about to make me go grab the Smithsonian book. Let me give it a couple more tries. If it's not in here, for sure that map is in the Smithsonian book. For certain. For certain. And this is the type of information and knowledge that gives one that gives one confidence to move how one moves in the Americas, no matter what country you're in, even outside of the Americas, because there's still protocols and things in place that must be followed. All right. I'm going to have to go grab the other book. The map is not in here. But I will keep this on page 157 because I actually want to read about the royal government in America. That had me. See? And look at this chapter. I already know this is dealing with the viceroyalties, right? You see? Is that chapter 7 too? Oh, you definitely know I gotta read chapter 7. Man. All right. Spain's government in America, kings, viceroys, and other important people. They're not talking about this shit in school. Spain had a government in America? Yeah, this is all on the loose. So I'm gonna leave it at 157, and I'm gonna go grab the Smithsonian book, and I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna read in this book. We're going to read together about the royal government in America. Because I want to know about that. And I'm pretty sure y'all do too. So give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm going to be right back. All right. Thank you for waiting. Only 5 people got impatient and dipped out. I appreciate the other 29 who stayed. By the way, just know they're making changes to the time, which lets you know it's not real. So now a minute is 59 seconds, no longer 60. Be mindful of that. A 1 second change is a game changer, right? So this right here is the special book, right? Okay. Annual report of the Smithsonian Institute. What year is that? 1929. Okay. This is a very, very very intriguing book. Very intriguing. So the map should definitely be in here. And I've been reading both of these books side by side to get a better understanding of where I'm from as far as Haiti goes. And of course the Americas. That is my homeland. So many maps. Okay, trying to find it. Just bear with me, y'all. Just bear with me. I know it's going to be the case because it is folded up. Yes! Yes! I think I found it. Yeah! Is that it? Is that it? No, that's dealing with South America. Hold on. Okay, found one. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. 1 second. That's so crazy. Oh, also learning too that all the Caribbean islands had their own trains that ran throughout the whole island, or that particular island. Yep. So we had our own train systems and all of that. Okay. I'm trying to get to this, man. I really want y'all to see this, yo. Bear with it. Islam. Islam. I'm really trying to see where this is at. Oh, man. I feel a little aggy because I can't find this map. And I know it's in here. If it ain't in there, it's in here for sure. Unless I'm tripping and it is in there. But it can't be in there because I was just reading through there and I didn't see it. Although that was the first book that I did think it was in there. So am I right or am I wrong? Was I seeing shit? All I want to do is show y'all new friends. Or you can go on your Google, type in Louisiana Purchase Territory, New France, and let that. Go ahead. I forgot, man. Y'all got phones too, man. I'm trying to put all this pressure. But I want to show y'all from the book so y'all can like cross-reference and know like, all right, this is in a book. But you know what? That ain't my job. Read. Like, right? I read this motherfucker, so I know it's there. So I gave you the reference from the source so you can go look at it yourself. Man, ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was lit to find this thing here. A little disappointed, but see, look at this. Remember, this is from the Smithsonian Institute. I just want y'all to know. Everyone is aware that there is an ancient America. The America you see today ain't what it is. Everyone is fully aware that there is an ancient America. Real rap, yeah, I want to give everybody some real love, yo, because I swear, I see a lot of people do lives, and they're always talking about, yo, man, I got so-and-so people in the chat. Let's get these likes up. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I don't speak to none of that stuff because I really don't care. I'm really just doing this so you know, whether you like whatever. I don't care. But I'm bugged out right now because there's 29 people in the chat, 29 people watching, and there's 29 likes. So all I want to say is, yo, I appreciate y'all for really receiving what your bro got to say. Not that I care if you receive it or not, but like, I find that interesting how it just manifests like that without me having to say shit. But I see people online like, yo, come on, yo, hit that like, get this out. You gotta get this out. And I'm like, yo, y'all doing it already. I don't gotta do shit. I appreciate y'all for that. That's love. All right, y'all. So I can't find this map yet. Not in here anyway. However, what I can do is show you, right, a map of the original provinces of Haiti, because that's what I've been reading into. Hold on, somebody just said something. What's a Gmail so I can get nationalized? You trying to get nationalized? If you try to get nationalized, please email me at Sunel University. That's SUUNEL University, UNIVERSITY. Let me see if I can type it in myself. Can I type it in myself? I don't think I can. I didn't know what that was doing. All right, yeah, so I should be able to just write in the chat. All right, well, either way, you can email me at Sunel University. That's SUUNEL UNIVERSITY @gmail.com. Somebody please help me out. Just if you want, just type that in the chat so everyone can see. Unfortunately, I can't. Maybe I can. I just don't know how to put a comment in the chat. Normally, I'd be able to do that on my desktop, but I'm doing this from my phone right now. So. Zuri sends her love, tribe. She wanted me to let Sunel know. Zuri sends her love. It's all good, Zuri. Appreciate you. So yeah. So this is what I've been into for like the past 2 weeks. So this is an ancient map of Haiti, right? So this is all the ancient names of the places today. This is all the Caciques, and it's referring to Haiti and Santo Domingo. Now, Santo Domingo is the Spanish name for the eastern portion of the island. The 2/3. So 2/3 of the island, eastern, is what they call Dominican Republic. Before it was called Dominican Republic, it was called Santo Domingo. And that was the name Columbus or the Spaniards gave to that area that was now under their jurisdiction. And then the rest of the portion was still known as Haiti or Haiti. Now, to break it down, they had the different provinces, right? Or the caciques. So if you look at this one right here, you see that? Xaragua, Haragua. That is Port-au-Prince. That is Port-au-Prince, Haiti today. So that's where yours truly come from. All right, and trust me, it is very sad for me to see the turmoil and the beef that goes on between Haitians and Dominicans when at the end of the day we're all the same people. I mean, it's a tough pill to swallow when it's like, yo, so the ancient name of that entire landmass is not Santo Domingo, it's not Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic got to come back home into Haiti. That's the real truth. People don't want to accept that. They want to still find a reason to bang, you know what I'm saying, Haitians versus Dominicans when we in the same damn house. So the email again is Sunel, Suunel, Suunel, University, University, @gmail.com. I repeat, that's Sunel, Suunel, University, @gmail.com. And I appreciate everyone's donation. If you wish to make a donation for the time, because we're about to get into this reading, you can cash at me at $QUUNEL. That is my first and last title, QUNL. $QUUNEL. If Cash App don't work for you, you can also PayPal me at Sunel, SUNEL, So the link would be paypal.me/Sunel University. All right. If you wish to show love and donate. I appreciate all the donations in advance. Thank y'all. So with that being said, oh, and another ancient name for Haiti too was Quisqueya. And at one point it was also known as Bohio. And Bohio is the brother of Queen Anacania, who was the or I should say Empress Anacania, who was the head female in charge of Borinquen. And Borinquen is what you would call Puerto Rico today. All these places have ancient names. All these names today are modern. All right, so when you're talking about Boricua, Boricua is because that landmass is anciently known as Borinquen. So the women coming from that area were known as Boricuas. And that's the title that we still refer to them as today. Maybe not as often. Maybe that too is being faded out in other people's minds, but it's still fresh in minds. Okay, I done listened to enough reggaeton growing up that Boricua, Boricua, Morena, Boricua, Morena. Y'all know about Big Pun? Boricua, Morena, Boricua, Morena. They tell you the truth. We just stuck on English. We just stuck on English so we can't hear it. So Borinquen is ruled by Queen Anacania, who also said that we are not Latinos. She said we are Tainos. First thing. And Bohio is actually the brother of Anacania, and he ruled the cacique of what you will call Port-au-Prince today, or Haragua. And at one point, the entire island of Haiti, or country of Haiti, was also known as Bohio, Bohio. Look it up yourself. Also, fun fact is when it came to building your ships, or getting your ship customized, or getting your ship hooked up, you would go to Borinquen because they had all the supplies and everything like that. So if you needed to get your shit customized, moving swift, moving firm, you would head over to Borinquen or Puerto Rico, and you would holler at Empress Anacania. Also, in these very books, they also talk about how advanced the Haitian people were with our boats, because we would create our canoes from the same type of trees they would use to make them big ships, right? So we would have these sturdy ass canoes. And remember, more oxygen back then means things are bigger. So use one tree trunk back then, yo, you good. That shit could go deep, and that shit is heavy and solid. So we were known for our highly advanced technologies when it came to building our boats, because they were so small, like canoes. They were as strong as them big ships, but they were swifter. On some ill shit. That's my ancestry, though. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to know more. I want to know more. You get it? I want to know more. More is the beginning. Then you want to get progressing into more. Anyway, so let's go into page 157. Did I leave it here? Oh, yes. So, damn it. I'm so tired. I can't find that. But like I said, if you just look up, New France in reference to the Louisiana Purchase, you will know that all those places that they say or claim Creole is French. Okay, North Carolina, South Carolina, the Carolinian Empire is the branch off of the Roman Empire. That's the second empire to stand after the Roman Empire fell. And guess who those people were? Franks. French. Okay. So let's not forget that. Also, too, let's not forget that French is also a broken down language from where? Latin. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. All right. Okay. So where we at? Yep. Royal. Let me just highlight this real quick because I feel like this is going to be a really good read. Get my highlighter ready. So we're about to delve into, and this is what I do, Morris. Like when I'm not studying, I'm doing other shit. Like, you know, I'm building my business. Matter of fact, I gotta hit up my brother Ezel in a little bit to get cracking on our website. Like I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to always be publishing my shit from YouTube. I'm going to be publishing from my own source, and I can branch out. But essentially, I want all traffics to be coming home to where I don't have to worry about being censored or I gotta say on certain things. I could just fully be free to be myself, right? But check this. Go back to the facts, right? Right? The history of Latin America, right? Okay. By who? Hubert Herring. Okay. What are we about to get into right now? Page 157. Royal government in America. There's a royal government in America? Remember the Smithsonian book that was talking about ancient America, the population in ancient America? So yeah, not only was not only is there a ancient American history that we were never taught, because that history deals all with us, not dealing with slavery, right? They also have a royal government. So not only is America ancient, but it's also royal. This is why we're all nobles. Unless you claim that this ain't your history. But I don't know why, if it ain't yours, somebody would go through such the hard work to put it in a book, knowing that niggas don't read. But you go to everywhere else on the planet, everybody know this history, except for you. Everybody know who you are, except for you. You go into other countries looking like niggas. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that in a legal way. You go into other countries looking like people who don't have no fucking mothers and fathers. Let me say it like that. You go into other countries acting like people who don't have mothers and fathers, who don't have no culture, who don't have nothing. When all of our shit is right here. They done put all our shit in books and they teach it to everybody else except us. But what do they have us doing in these colleges? They have us going into these colleges aspiring for degrees in African American studies. The fuck is that? I just told you African American means you ain't got no mother and father. So why the fuck do you need a degree? Why do you need a degree in mother and fatherlessness? I know that shit hurt. It hurt me too. All right. Look, so let's begin now. Royal government in America. Columbus's discovery of the New World had caught Spain unprepared. She had anticipated no such accession of new territory and had given no thought to its organization and rule. A chaotic period followed in which the advanced agents of the crown occupied the lands of the Caribbean, Mexico, Peru, Chile, and La Plata. The first Spanish adventurers were notable exponents of private enterprise. They were given the royal blessing and sometimes a limited subsidy. Authorized to stake their own fortunes and lives in the conquest and colonization of unmapped lands. Those are territories they don't know shit about. Nobody has mapped them out yet. Does that mean that the people who are living there, does that mean that's not real? That place don't, does that mean for those people living there, even though it's unmapped, that's not real? That's not, they're not living in reality? That they don't exist? They don't have history? That's not what that means. It means it makes it easier for people to hide that shit. But look at what they're saying. The crown offered them a business contract. What are we talking about today, y'all? Nothing new. Nothing new. The crown offered them a business contract. They were to get what they could, then share their winnings with the king. They were, in modern commercial parlance, salesmen on commission. Salesmen on commission. You feel me? Guaranteed nothing. And they took all the risk. Ain't that what commission is like today? If you work on commission, that means if you don't make no sales, what? You don't get paid. Because how you make money is off the commission. So what if you take a business contract on commission and you don't find shit? Does that mean you get paid for your time and your energy? No. Ain't that how a salesman operates today? Most salesmen, they work off a commission. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Nothing new to the moon, yo. Nothing new under the sun, nothing new to the moon. Just get it straight. They were, in modern commercial parlance, salesmen on commission, guaranteed nothing, and they took all the risks. It was a thrifty arrangement for the crown because they had nothing to lose. They didn't lose nothing. They either gained it all or lose nothing. These advanced agents were often called adelantados, from Spanish adelantar, which means to advance. So these were advance. People who advance. That's what I get from that. It was no new title. For 3 centuries, Spain had appointed adelantados, advancers, as the king's proconsuls. People who go out to go see what's going on, right? As the king's proconsul. Where'd I lose my spot? As the king's proconsuls in lands recaptured from the... Oh, shit. From the Muslims. Mind you, this is my first time reading this chapter, so I'm covering it just like y'all. Look, I can read that from there. 4:3. Read that line. And start right. For 3 centuries, and then go. Boom, 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 boom. You know, I'll pull it up so you can't say I'm making shit up. You see it right there. You see the word right there. Right there. Muslims. Not Muslims. Muslims. Nobody's making this shit up, bro. Big difference between Muslims and Muslims. I am a Muslim. I don't make salat 5 times a day. No disrespect, but that's not my culture. That's not what's embedded in me, okay? So check this. It was no new title. For 3 centuries, Spain had appointed adelantados as the king's proconsuls in lands recaptured from the Muslims. This office was merely transferred to the New World. The term adelantado in Spanish America describes all the first discoverers, conquerors, and colonizers. Although not all bore the title, probably the most to be so designated was Bartholomew Columbus, appointed to rule Hispaniola in 1497. I thought Columbus took over shit in 1492. That I knew already. I read that in another book. That was actually old Oxford Underbridge Dictionary when I found out Columbus really took over shit in 1497, not 1492. So I'm gonna highlight this. Oh, and how many of y'all knew homie's name was Bartholomew? Why didn't they say Christopher? I'll show you in a second. Bartholomew. This is what happens when I read, y'all. This is the shit that be happening. Like, whoa, what the hell? I just realized I can change the camera angle. Look. We're gonna get this together, y'all. The first to be so designated was Bartholomew Columbus, appointed to rule Hispaniola in what? 1497. Ponce de Leon, there go that French shit again. Ponce de Leon was an adelantado when he set out in search of Bimini, as were Alvarado in Guatemala, Almagro in Chile, and many other. About half of the 70 early explorers and colonizers were honored with the title. What title were they honored with? Adelantado. Few collected the promised rewards. All were quickly pushed aside when the time came to make way for the official dom of an ordered government. You hear what that said? That said, after them niggas doing all the hard work, they were quickly pushed aside. So all them people who's COINTELPRO today, who are anti-government, who are anti-true identity, right? Who act like who look like us, but really are fucking enslaving us through misinformation and not telling us the truth. These niggas will be pushed aside first, quickly. The organization of the government of Spanish America, which prevailed with few modifications throughout the colonial period, was, let's see here, was chiefly a product of the Habsburgs of the 16th century. Now, you know what that makes me do? That makes me go, all right, cool. When you get some time, now I'm going to have to sit down and do some fundamental research on the Habsburgs. I'm familiar with the Habsburgs, especially their chin. That's what they're known for. And that is an English family, by the way. The Habsburg chin. That's the chin that fucking comes up like, that's the chin that come up like a question mark. That shit curvier than a motherfucker. You know people with a Habsburg chin. And if you don't know, type in that word right there, Habsburgs, and look it up for yourself. Of the 16th century, the structure of government framed by Charles I and Philip II and their appointment of its officials were designed to fortify royal power and curb anarchic forces and buttress the political unity of the scattered kingdoms. What? There's kingdoms out here, y'all? Yes. There's kingdoms in America. Kingdoms. The chief instruments to these ends were the cabildos, the audiencias, the viceroys, the captains general, and their lesser aides. Okay? The basic instrument of royal authority was the cabildo, or city council. That's worth highlighting too. Nothing new under the sun, yo. These niggas is dealing with what? City councils. How many? Really? City councils? Really? The basic instrument of royal authority. Word, because of inbreeding. Bet. I didn't know that. Well, thank you for thank you, Gibby. Thank you, Gibby House Bay. Because now you add into my research now. But check this out, y'all. The basic instrument of royal authority was the cabildo, or the city council. Ain't that dealing with local government? How many cities have city councilmen? So the city council is the basic instrument of royal authority in this country, the United States of America. Specifically, whatever country you in, that is the basic structure. That's crazy. Let me highlight that. Oh man, I'm liking this read already, y'all. I'm liking this read already. And this is the conversation we're not gonna have in class. Because nobody want to talk about these books. The Spaniards, true to the Roman tradition, had long exalted the city, more accurately the city-state, with a considerable area dominated by the municipal center. So that lets you know that the cities is a what? A replication of colonization. These were the tools that got flipped on us. Don't forget, these are our own tools, right? It got flipped on us. Spanish America followed the same tradition, magnifying the city to a degree unfamiliar to those of English heritage. This difference is described by Bernard Moses. In the English colonies of America, the town grew up to meet the needs of the inhabitants of the country. But in the Spanish colonies, the population of the country grew to meet the needs of the town. I'm going to read that again. In the English colonies of America, the town grew up to meet the needs of the inhabitants. That's the republic. The inhabitants of the colonies, the population of the country grew up to meet the needs of the town. You see the difference? Republic, democracy. Free men, slaved men. Because the city is supposed to grow up to meet your needs, not you grow up to meet the city's needs. That's real rap. I got to highlight that real quick. That's crazy, man. But that's what we living in today. For those who do not know their true identity and choose to identify as Negro, Black, and colored, you're still here. You're in this. You're still in Spanish colonies because you're busting your ass, right? To fulfill the needs of the town, rather than the town fulfilling your needs. That's how we know. And yes, taxation. That's when your energy is taken to meet the needs of the town. The town's supposed to be paying you taxes. The town's supposed to grow up in the republic to meet your needs as the inhabitants of the country. But I'm sorry, y'all. Black and African Americans are not deemed inhabitants of the country. The town could be the city. When they say town, for example, I'm domiciling in King County, but I'm near the city of Seattle, or I'm near the city called Seattle. So Seattle would be the town, right? Seattle meets my needs rather than I'm working or busting my ass to meet the needs of Seattle. You see what I'm saying? The town serves you because you are the people. What is the town without the people? It's nothing. It's just unoccupied space on dirt. That's all that is. People are everything. People make the country, people make the city, people make the town, the village, everything. So without people, you don't have nothing. This is why it's important to when it comes to identification, who are you? Are you one of the people? Or are you one of the persons? Another prime example. Give me one more second. Because I'm about to grab my passport so you can see what I'm saying. We ain't done here though. I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back. Right back. This is a good read though. Keep that in mind. Back. I wasn't too long. Appreciate y'all patience. Let me make sure y'all can still hear me. If y'all can hear me, just give a thumbs up. Okay. So look, I brought a couple things. Me. Already. Cool. So the reason why, it's important to be yourself and establish your true identity as an American, an original American, right? Let me flip this. All right, so remember I was saying that the people, everything is based on people. When you correct your identity, okay, if you have a passport, you should open it sometime and look and read the shit that it says. Look at this. And that government of the who? People. By the who? People. For the who? People. Shall not perish from the earth. Okay? The Secretary of State of the United States of America hereby requests all whom it may concern to permit the citizen or national of the United States named herein to pass without delay or hindrance, and in any case of need to give all lawful aid and protection. Lawful. And then, of course, they have it in what? French. La Secrétaire d'État de... I'm going to try. La Secrétaire d'État États Unis d'Amérique. Unis d'Amérique. Puis parler. Présenter toute autorité compétent de laisser passer les citoyens ou ressortissants des États-Unis tutélaires. I ain't gonna front. I got a B in French 101, and I only took that shit one time in college. Du présent passeport. I kind of understand, but and then of course they have it in what? Spanish. So you have English, French, and Spanish. French, Spanish. I just want y'all to comprehend how engraved English, French, and Spanish is in America. To the people, right? And then, of course, look at here. Look at here, right at the top, boy. Right at the top. What does that say? We the people. We the people. And you should identify as who you are. Okay? That's how we know who you are. That's how we know. That's how we know you're not capping. That's how we know, oh, this nigga's telling the truth. This nigga's living by what he's saying. His words match his actions. Yes. And it's recognized as that. Okay? So this all this shit line up. All this stuff line up. This is why I go hard in these books, man. Anyway. It was therefore consonant with Spanish character that Columbus, after landing upon Hispaniola, Haiti, should lay out the ill-fated settlement of Navidad, that Balboa should found Darien, that Cortez should establish Veracruz, that Pizarro should celebrate victory by erecting the City of the Kings in Lima, and that Valdivia, while still threatened by the Arcanians, should organize the city of Santiago. The municipality was the one firm legacy of the Adelantados. The municipality was the one firm legacy of the Adelantados. What is the municipality to us? Ain't that shit a corporation? Ain't that shit dealing with the state of, which is connected to the District of Columbia? In order to solve a problem, you got to know what the problem is. A lot of people don't think there's a problem with anything in this system. It's a democracy. That's how it's supposed to be. Since when? Where were you born at? You must not have been born on this continent. You know what I'm saying? You must not be an old soul if you're talking like that. Because an old soul already know, like, no, that's mutant void. No, whatever is being done in these towns and cities is by the will of the municipality, and the municipality is a corporation that is an extension of the 10 miles radius square known as the District of Columbia, which was birthed in 1781 due to the Organic Act of the District of Columbia. Prior to that, there was no such thing as a democracy. If you're unclear on that, you can also read The Bankruptcy of the United States, 1993. The bankruptcy happened in 1933. The Congress and the House of Senate actually, specifically James Traficant, representing Ohio State, was the one that was on the floor who actually spoke about it. And he spoke about the fact that a democracy is a socio-political construct. Okay? I'm sorry, a socio-communistic construct. So if you're into communism, then sure, be a Democrat. Democracy. If you're into communism, say, yeah, I'm a Republican. Republic. If you're into communism, yeah, liberal. I do all this shit. All these different names and crap. They all do the same stuff, man. They don't got nothing to do with none of that. That's all communism. So apparently y'all not aware y'all been dealing with Nazis since God knows when. But everybody want to sit here talking about democracy, like, yo, where the fuck is the democracy at? That shit is a figment of your imagination. And your mind is so powerful that if you think that shit is real, that shit will manifest. The universe don't know the difference. Especially if your ass don't know the difference. Don't ask the universe to know the difference, because you are the universe. So this is why I read certain things, so I could just be in the loop, like, oh, shit. Oh, damn. Okay. That's communism, my nigga. That's what democracy is, communism. So the municipality is not where it's at. I'm not saying that we wasn't running our own cities or had our own shit established. What I'm saying is how the shit is being run from a slave mentality. Nah, we was the ones owning this shit. So you also need to read up on House Congressional Resolution 331. Oh, we're at Veracruz. Hey, I might need to have you on a call on a call for an interview. You seem like you have a lot to say, and I welcome that, for real. Because this is all shit we need to know. Because you giving me some information too. Because these are all things after I read, then I go and I dissect them bit by bit. That's why I highlight certain things so I can remember, like, okay, look into that. Okay, look into that. Look into that. That's the main reason why I highlight certain things. You know what I'm saying? The shit that sparks my brain is going to stay there. Because I love freedom that much. It's going to stay there. Trust me, it's going to stay there. All right, so bet. Yeah, Cortez should establish Veracruz, the ill-fated settlement of Navidad. Navidad makes me think about that song. Feliz Navidad. Do, 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 do. Feliz Navidad. Do, 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 do. This is the shit I grew up listening to. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Da, 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 da. Feliz Navidad. Right? History of Latin America. Let me see if I can read that name backwards. By Hubert Herring. Let me put it in the camera so you can see. Huh? Let me pull it up to the front. This is the book I'm reading. Just if anyone wants to know, this is the book I'm reading. And it's 2021, yo. I'm pretty sure they got this motherfucker on PDF too. So like, yo, run through it, man. They put our information in these books and they make them thick like this because they know we don't want to deal with that. God damn, I'd rather go play a video game than run through this whole motherfucker trying to figure out my own history that niggas been buried so I would never know, so I could never be a king walking amongst my land. No, I'm gonna read that motherfucker. You got me fucked up. Because I was the same nigga in class like, this is in 3rd grade. Excuse me, Miss can't even fucking remember her name. Whatever her name is. She was a white teacher. That's all I knew. She was pretty attractive. Well, at the time, I thought she was pretty attractive. She was white. Anyway, 3rd grade, I raised my hand, I was like, yo, so, because all you showed me is Alexander the Great, George Washington. You show me a bunch of white people looking royal, but then every time I see myself, I'm in shackles, I'm enslaved, I'm somebody's fucking step stool. So I have to, hey, Miss Lander, that was her name, Miss Lander. So what were my ancestors doing before slavery? Like, is that it? Like, is that all? Like, that can't be that can't be it. This is me in 3rd grade. In 3rd grade, I'm asking this question. Like, this can't be it. You know what they fucking did? Miss Lander stepped outside the room. I guess she went to the principal's office to go have a word or some shit like that. Nigga came back, said, Reginald, please go to the principal's office. And yes, my birth name was Reginald, so don't be weird. I changed my shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, Reginald, please go to the principal's office. And I'm like, for what? Okay, I'll go. Next thing I know, these niggas trying to put me in special ed class, which I was in special ed for about 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling with a bunch of slow motherfuckers. I'm not trying to disrespect, but like, you know, like, it's bad enough. Like, honestly, we were the slow motherfuckers, and the people in special ed were actually the intelligent ones. Now, the only shit I liked about special ed was that got out of school early, like an hour early. So niggas in there till like 2:30, bro, I'm out that bitch by 1:30. That was the 2 best weeks of my life. But my dad fought like hell to get me out that bitch because he knew nothing was wrong with me, and I know nothing was wrong with me. But because I'm asking a question, a common sense question, like, yo, so is all we're ever going to talk about is that my ancestors were slaves? Like, there's nothing, there's no other story. Like, where's the prelude? Where's the intro that leads to that? Because they can't just start like that. Like, ding, the movie started up in shackles. Ugh, that don't make sense to me. In 3rd grade, that didn't make sense to me. But that was me causing a disturbance in class. You feel me? You feel me? That was me causing a disturbance in class. So imagine me growing up, and then now I'm like, oh, the shit that I was feeling was actually here. They're making me look like I'm crazy. But they got all the shit in books. And they don't expect us to read. That's why I'm reading out loud to y'all. So let me go back to where we at. 157. Yep, there we go. So I'm about to flip this camera back. And then I'm about to go into some other shit too. Real quick. Let's do this. Hope y'all enjoying this. I ain't gonna lie. I am enjoying this. Very much so. I am enjoying this. This is actually very fulfilling. Because I'm learning. And it's cool that, you know what I'm saying, other people vibing out. Y'all get to learn too and share y'all shit, and I'm learning from y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we all in this together. Oh, you from Alabama? You from Alabama? Hey, listen. Before we go any further, I just want to say, and this might be the weirdest thing you ever hear Moore say, because Moors don't do this, right? But I'm not your average Moor. I want to give a big shout out to Dan Calloway. Reason why is because my Moore picked up his book, and I must say, the extensive research in that motherfucker is top notch, bro. I'm gonna just have to put it like that. We have been so played with, bro. It's crazy. So I just want you to know, from the bottom of my heart, you from Alabama, your family from Alabama, your mama from Alabama, your great-grandma from Alabama. I just want you to know, the name of your true tribe is Gulf. Gulf. Look up the Gulf people. And you will find that the Gulf people occupied many territories. One of them being Alabama. One of them being Choctaw. One of them being Chickasaw. Now, realize how I'm speaking, because this is not the name of people. This is the name of the territory that people occupied. Okay? So, for example, someone could say, hey, I'm from Cherokee. You can't say I am Cherokee. No, you're from Cherokee, because Cherokee is the name of a territory occupied by a people known as the, what are they again? Those would be the Iroquois. So anyone who says, yo, I'm Cherokee, no. You're not Cherokee. You're from the territory named Cherokee. Your title is called Iroquois. You're an Iroquois. You're an Iroquois. And one of your domiciles is called Cherokee. They done played us, bro. They done played us, sis. They done played us. They done played us. Anyway, yeah, but let's get back, because man, I can just go into so many other bubbles and portals and shit. I'm really trying to stay in this one portal, but my air sign just want to go into all the portals at the same time, and it's like, you can't do that. That's too much at one time. All right. Yeah, and on some real shit, he also spoke to people who are, so listen, for people who are adopted, if you're adopted, because I've spoken with a few Moors who are adopted, but they have no connection to their birth parents, mother, father, so they can't verify, like they know where they were born, but they can't verify. Libra gang, yes, Libra gang in the building. 10/19 is my day, yes sir. October 19th. Yeah, I'm an 80s baby, 86. But they talk to adopted people, right? And I've dealt with a few Moors like that who were adopted but did not know, who don't know shit about their family. And reading the first thing about Dale Calloway's book is like, common sense, my nigga. The state has all the information in regards to that, because your mom had to go through the state, or your dad had to go through the state for you to get adopted. That means they have to give the state all their information, their birth certificate, their all that. So if you want to get your birth parents' birth information, go holla at the state. They have all of that shit for you. And you're of the age where you can go and retrieve it, because you have a right to your mother and your father's information. Why? Because they made you. So you have a right to find out information about them. Okay? But we be looking all over the place, except for thinking, let me just go to the state and say, hey, state, or whatever adoption agency, hey, I'm trying to get some information on my birth parents. I would like a copy of their birth certificates. I know you got their shit on file. There's no way the adoption would have went through if you didn't get those information from them. So can I please get that, so I can start making sense of myself and my shit? Good looks, Dane. Appreciate you on that. I'm just paying that shit forward, because I know a lot of Moors who are in that situation and are trying to figure out who the fuck they are, but they got that wall because either they were adopted or their mother was adopted, and it's like the story stops there. It's like, boop, flatline. Well, all right, nigga, since you was adopted, boop, I don't know what else before then. Nope, go holla at the state and get your birth parents' records. The state has them. Go get them. You have a right to them. All right, we're going to continue reading. It was therefore consonant with Spanish character that Columbus, after landing upon Hispaniola, should lay out the ill-fated settlement of Navidad de Balboa, should found Darien, that Cortez should establish Veracruz, that Pizarro should celebrate victory by erecting the city of the kings, which is Lima, and that Yaldiva, while still threatened by the Arcanians, should organize the city of Santiago. The municipality was the one firm legacy of the Adelantados. So now we know who our enemy is. The municipality. That's the legacy left behind by colonizers to fuck with us. Period. Period. Put a period in that. Period. Put a period in that. So I'm going to highlight all these because these are going to be my study references later on. This is why they say reading is fundamental. You see all the ill shit we learn, yo? Real rap. We've only read about 2 pages. More like 1 page and a half. There's still so many pages left in this section. Look at the wealth of information just in a page and a half. Now you can understand why these books be costing $500, $600, $800, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $8,000, $10,000. The information, yo. You're not gonna find that anywhere. And it's so crazy that you're not gonna find this anywhere in a normal place. So when you do start talking like this, yes, niggas is gonna look at you crazy. Because they don't know what you've read, they don't know what you've seen, they don't know what you've dissected and researched. That's not your problem, though. Yeah, the information is dense. The information is dense. But it ain't too dense for us. If it was so dense, then the only thing they would have to do, if the information was that dense, the only thing they would have to do was just keep the shit in the book. They wouldn't have to go so hard for propaganda and all this other stuff to keep us distracted from the book. Think about it. They got all these distractions, right? Not only did they put it in the book, then they got all these outside distractions in society to keep us from even opening the book. Whoa, you good, you good, trust me.
Okay.
From opening the book. So imagine once we open the book and get past the distractions. I'm giving them the real on the...
Oh, okay.
Bro, you good, trust me.
I got it 6 o'clock.
Oh, you got 6 o'clock? Okay. What time is it?
5:31.
5:31? All right, I got you.
G-Wave.
G-Wave. Yo. So peep this. Yeah, so all the distractions. So imagine, with all those distractions still, right? If we open the book, think about it. This book is called, let me pull it up. This book is ill. This book is ill, y'all. Professor of History, Pomona College and Claremont Graduate School. Okay? That's what I'm reading. All right. So I'm like, yeah, if this was so dense that we couldn't break this down, then there would be no need for all the other distractions. Think about it. They put the shit in the book, and then they got the distraction so we won't even open the book. They don't even want us to open the book. Think about that. They don't even want us to open the book, let alone read it. Already. Appointment to the Cabildo was a coveted honor. Its regidors, or counselors, so I gotta highlight that. Its counselors and alcaldes ordinarios. Oh, that's what they call magistrates, huh? Look at that. Look at that. Were mighty men within their little spheres. The vice-regal cities of Mexico and Lima had 12 or more such officials. Lesser cities as few as 1 or 2. As cities grew, the city fathers appointed constables, collectors of taxes, inspectors of weights and measures, and notaries. The task of these expanding city governments oh, you in Texas. Islam. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. When you say Texas, you mean Mexico, right? Because that's what Texas is. Texas is Mexico. Yes, sir. That's the ancient government. Had 12 collected taxes and notaries. The task of these expanding city governments included policing, jailing, and fining, sanitation, supervising of building, justice, tax collecting, and the drilling of municipal armies. Numerous royal decrees were designed to assure efficient and honest rule by the Cabildo. Its officers were forbidden to work for private gain, and their official acts were periodically reviewed. At their occasional best, the Cabildos were public, spirited, and honest. At their frequent worst, they looted city treasures and preyed on citizens. Wow, y'all. Wow. That's all I'm going to say to that. Wow. Wow. I'll highlight all of this. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. At their occasional best, Cabildos were spirited and honest. At their frequent worst, they looted city treasures and preyed on citizens. Municipal government was seldom more than an indifferent success and reminds us of certain unhappy chapters in the history of New York, Chicago, and San Francisco. However, with all its failures, the Cabildo was the one governmental body in which the American-born Spaniard occasionally made his voice heard. The first Cabildo were appointed by the founders of the cities. In 1523, Charles I decreed that they should, in a few instances, be elected by the landholders. The enlightened promise proved chimerical, for the king had too many deserving friends for whom he must provide lucrative posts. Later, beginning with Philip II, the kings were so impoverished by costly wars and royal display that they found it expedient to sell offices in the colonies, a measure which inflicted many useless men upon the Cabildos. In some instances, the purchaser of a place in a Cabildo had the right to bequeath his scat as a part of his estate. Despite these handicaps, the membership of the Cabildos included numerous Creoles. Whoa. There go them Creoles. Wasn't I speaking about Creoles earlier? I didn't know that shit was in here. I didn't know that was in that chapter. I did not. Look at that. Wow. That's a history I got to deal with, right? Included numerous Creoles or American-born Spaniards, to whom other important government posts were barred. Furthermore, some of its places were occasionally filled with the election of landed citizens, subject to the confirmation of the viceroy. The Cabildo proved more American in composition than any other political instrument, but notes Clarence H. Haring as a repository of the people's liberty, a training school for the democratic system to be set up after independence. The Cabildo possessed no potency at all. Not least of the Cabildo's contributions to Spanish America history was its sponsoring of the Cabildo Abierto, the open town meeting. The open town meeting. The town meeting, y'all. To which, what? The town meeting. Where we at? The open town meeting, to which chief citizens. Whoa. Hold up. That's my first time ever seeing that. To where chief citizens were occasionally bidden when matters of moment impended. These meetings were later to be rallying center for the secessionists who served American ties with Spain. The audiencia was an early instrument for royal control. It was a court whose functions in the colonies were roughly equivalent to those of a modern American circuit court. Oh shit. I gotta highlight that too. Yo, this is crazy. Man, circus court is a circus, yo. Wow. Wow. And it's crazy because when I see audiencia, I'm thinking about audience. Can we have a word with the audience? Can we have a word with the people, please? It was a court in the colonies who were roughly equivalent to those of a modern American circuit court. That's crazy. So Charles Upson Clark describes it, and he goes on to say, it was not a Supreme Court. Cases being appealed from the Audiencia of Guatemala to that of Mexico City, and from there to Spain or Rome. And the justices did actually go in circuit court. It was not new, for Spain had used the audiencias to enforce royal discipline in territory reconquered from the Muslims. God damn, yo. So this is their weapon against the Muslims in the territories that they are currently in control of that was taken from the Muslims. That's crazy. Crazy, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. It was not new to Spain, for Spain had used the audiencias to enforce royal discipline. Royal discipline. That's not law. In territories reconquered from the Muslims. Now transplanted to America, they were designed to curb the adelantados and their turbulent henchmen. The first audiencia was installed in Santo Domingo, that's the Dominican Republic, Haiti, in 1511, which was the first Spanish settlement, the first Spanish colony, right? The first audiencia was installed in Santo Domingo in 1511, followed by that of Mexico in 1527, Panama in 1535, Lima in 1542, Guatemala in 1543, New Galicia or Guadalajara in 1548, and Bogota in 1549. By the end of the colonial period, the original 7 audiencias had been doubled. The American audiencia was primarily a court, as it was in Spain. Its members were judges or oidores, they who hear, 3 or 4 of them being assigned to each of the first audiencias. A number doubled and redoubled as time went on. As a court representing the king, it was superior to all other courts within its jurisdiction. In addition to judicial duties, the audiencia was the mouthpiece of the king. In addition to judicial duties, the audiencia was the mouthpiece of the king. So what's the mouthpiece of the king? My nigga, the circuit court. The circuit court is the mouthpiece of the colonial king. So when you have to go into these courts and you're not yourself, yes, this is the jurisdiction you are under. If you are not yourself, if you're not in your true identity, then you're subject to this shit. Because they know who the Muslims are. They're right there. They know that they're operating on territory reconquered from you, from me. So what do you think happens if I come into a courtroom like me? What happens if I come into the courtroom as a Muslim? Now what happens? Now what's up? We don't know. And we arguing with each other. It don't even matter if you don't identify as a Muslim. Just understand that they talking about dark-skinned people. My niggas, dark-skinned people. All right, let's go back here. The mouthpiece of the king. That's so crazy, yo. I gotta highlight that too. Wow. Wow. And as a court representing the king, it is superior to all other courts within its jurisdiction. Is the Supreme Court within its jurisdiction? No. Is traffic court within its jurisdiction? Yes. Family court? Yes. Probate court? Yes. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Any other bullshit court? Ready? I can just change location. No, yeah. Hey, bro, this book is official, bro.
Yes, sir.
Official.
I got this cover. I want to use.
Son, said the circuit court is the mouthpiece of the king.
Yes, sir.
Come on, bro.
Yes, sir.
Bro, yo, they're reading with me right now, bro. And we all getting lit right now, bro.
I'm up here stuffing my face.
Go ahead, bro. Don't feel bad, son. This is amazing right now. So, as a court representing the king, it was superior to all other courts within its jurisdiction, right? Except for the Supreme Court. In addition to judicial duties, the audiencia was the mouthpiece of the king. Its decisions had final authority, subject only to the king's veto. Hence, it became in effect as legislation. Oh, shit. Legislation. I'm sorry, legislative agency.
Yes, sir.
Furthermore, the audiencia had administrative and consultative functions. Although later overshadowed by viceroys, the audiencia remained the constant core of royal authority. So that means the circuit court. The circuit court is their game, bro. They fuck.
You could do that. I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna set up. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, they fucking us over with the circuit courts, man.
Yes, sir.
Bro, no, son. Let me take you back, bro. Yo, son.
What book is that one? Oh.
Yo, son.
That's the tip of the iceberg. They don't even know.
Oh, bro. Somebody talking about Alex. Oh no.
Oh, you live?
Yeah, I'm live. Bro, I'm reading a lot, bro. Everyone, yo, we lit. Bro.
Oh, bro, man. Yo, bro. Yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg, man.
Listen.
Show them all the other books.
No, because I want you to be
Tune
there.
in.
I want you to be there for the other books.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about Alabama. I was like, so.
Yes, sir.
I was like, so.
Yes, sir.
About that part.
Y'all can have all cool.
Oh my gosh, bro. Bro. What's this
Damn.
right here? Listen, the basic instrument of royal authority
Yeah.
is the city council.
Oh Lord.
Let me go back.
Oh Lord.
Let me go back, bro.
Oh Lord.
Let me go back.
Yeah, well, hot Jesus.
And then they talk about Mr. Bartholomew Columbus,
Oh shoot.
who took
Get
over
that book.
in 1947. Remember we read that in a dictionary?
Yes,
They got
sir.
this shit right here in this book too, bro.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Hold on,
Let
son.
me bring my book out.
Hold on, son. Let me pay
They think I'll be tripping on
pay
this.
homage to the Maz. All right, Mansa. El Bay. Yes, sir. Hey,
Yes,
yo,
sir.
show him the book, man. Show him the book, man.
This is the first prototype. I got the. Oh, do you want to see my book?
Yeah. This is my man's book right here. All right.
We're going to try to be quick with this. I'm trying to get them the.
We some authors around these
jewels.
parts.
Let me see. Hold up. Let's see. Nope.
I need to purchase his book too. Y'all can holler at him at houseofmoors.earth. Am I correct?
Yup. There you go.
Houseofmoors.earth. Houseofmoors.earth.
Look at this right here.
Columbus was a Greek prince named Prince Nicholas Yapil Santos or Antis. He came from the Greek island of Chios. He set sail to America from the Greek port of
Mohan.
Mohan?
Mahon.
Mohan, and not from an Indian or
Italian.
not from an Italian or an Iberian Peninsula port. Damn.
So we go deeper into more, but I ain't gonna go there. They all figure that shit out. This is just the first prototype, but
Hey, hold on, son. Let them see the. You want to get this book?
here, they need to get my one right here though. Oh, I took that out.
Mansa's Proverbs, grand level of clarification. You feel me? You feel me?
Don't took that home.
We try to get clear. Okay?
Just
Houseofmoors.earth. And we don't be out loud. Yo. See, you won't even know unless we really share this shit with y'all.
a lot of Moors. I sat under just to see where you was at. It was funny though. I was like, Echo new and shit. Yeah, tell me about that. Failed.
Houseofmoors.earth.
Failed. Oh shoot! Horrible. Son.
And mind you, the book I created is also connected with this book. This is like a two-piece.
Inspired.
You know what I'm saying? So even us at Sunel, we trying to leave some literature behind to help y'all motherfuckers. Y'all don't want to read all the dense shit. We try to compress it.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Look, I made it real thin, so I'm gonna say all those books. You know, I made it real thin, so it's not threatening. You won't have to do all the work. It's real.
Nah, real rap though. Houseofmoors.earth. HOUSEOFMOORS.earth.
I made it real thin, so it won't be threatening to them.
I already told you, working on the website, man. All this stuff is gonna be plugging in. Y'all gonna be, yeah, son. We working over here. We quiet. We quiet for a reason.
I may pull it right here while you. My bad.
That is perfectly fine too. We working out right now. And I forgot it was Martin Luther King Day.
Oh yeah.
That's how I started my live. I started my live walking home like, hold on, is it Martin Luther King Day?
Oh shit.
Oh, let me do a live then. Oh, so someone's asking whose book is this? Can they get it off Amazon? So no, this is my brother Mansa Musa El Bey book. Go ahead, hold it right there, bro. Go ahead, let them know where they can get your book off at.
Go to houseofmoors.earth, not .com, not .net, .earth. There you go. houseofmoors.earth. Moors with 2 O's.
All right, .earth. You can order that.
Oh, blood tap.
You can order that online, player. All right, order that online. Mansa's Proverbs.
And he see me in the barbershop, so hey.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mansa's the one that be keeping.
This is not sponsored by me, so I'm just covering this up.
This is how I'm keeping my freshness. All right, this is the barbershop right here. This is where we build. That's what the barbershop
This
was
is not
back in
sponsored.
Not yet. You know what I'm saying? The barbershop was known for this back in ancient times. You get your shit done, you look fresh, you also get some knowledge.
Yeah,
You can talk about your issues with your fellow brothers.
They heard about the first barber, the first fancy barber.
Oh, the first barber. You want you to tell them about that?
Mary Mott. Y'all go look that up. Mary Mott.
Mary Ma'at,
Yes,
the
sir.
first barber. You know a barber was also a dentist?
Yes, sir. A surgeon too. Don't forget
A
that.
surgeon too.
Yes, sir.
Everything started from the barber.
Yes, sir.
Stop it, y'all. But yeah, you can go to houseofmoors.earth and you can get that. All right, please support my brother because we put out nothing but facts. If people want to argue with us, yo, you're not arguing with us, man. You arguing.
Go to the Library of Congress. Argue with them.
Argue with the Library of Congress, bro. Argue these books. All right, so people be like, yo, they just talking shit from their ass. Nah, son, we digging. We digging. We looking for the truth. We just doing what y'all doing. Y'all, everybody want the truth. Not everybody willing to do what it takes to get to it though. We one of them type of Moors though. We about that. We're about that. All right. Whoa. Oh, you getting your cut?
That's my 6.
Alrighty.
Business is business.
Business
Brother
is
not.
business.
Let's go.
Oh, everyone's saying thank you, by the way, for the information.
Oh, yes, sir.
Right.
You know, it's all right. You know, just if you want it, it's non-threatening though. That's all it is.
It's real thin. It's real thin. It's not threatening. It's not threatening. It's thin.
I've been watching, that's why.
Non-threatening.
Okay.
The first non-threatening book.
All right. So let us continue. This is crazy right now, man. The municipality. Freaking circuit court is the mouthpiece of the king. That's nothing. That's the firm. The circuit court is the firm legal What's that? Let me just find it. Pretty much like the inheritance that they left behind to enslavers.
I ain't even shocked.
Look. The basic instrument of royal authority was the cabildo, or city council. In the English colonies of America, the town grew up to meet the needs of the inhabitants of the country, but in the Spanish colonies, the population of the country grew to meet the needs of the town. I'll find this. Appointment to the cabildo was a coveted honor. Its regidors, or councilors, or alcaldes, ordinarios, or magistrates, were mighty men within their little spheres. This shit's fucking $2,000, bro. I can't believe this shit. Listen, the audience
You
was.
can't give them all everything in one sitting. You
No,
know?
no. This right here is just, bro. This
Let them chew on that. And
Look.
just come back.
Look, son, bro. This is a small section, and it's not even like, bro, like 2.5 pages. I've been on 2.5 pages for like an hour, yo.
You going? We ain't trying to lose you guys. We want you to come back.
Oh, bro, 2 hours, 10 hours, yo. I'm still here.
We want you to come back, guys. We just having fun.
I just want y'all to know, if I'm not doing this live, this is happening anyway. Like,
Yeah.
so, shit. If you're tired, clock out. Clock back in. Treat it like a DVR. Just make it come back. Hit the pause. Come back when you want. But this is what we do all day. Like, we break bread and try to get this information, man. Oh, you're gonna like this one right here. Look at this. The audiencia was an early instrument of royal control. It was a court whose functions in the colonies were roughly equivalent to those of a modern American circuit court. So Charles Upson Clark describes it, and he goes on to say, it was not a Supreme Court. Cases being appealed from the audiencia of Guatemala to that of Mexico City, and from there to Spain or Rome, and the justices did actually go in circuit. It was not new for Spain. For Spain had used the audiencias to enforce royal discipline in territory reconquered from the Muslims. Can we read that again?
Read it again. Tell it with your chest. Tell it with your chest. They didn't hear you.
So first of all, the circuit court is not the Supreme Court. Bang. It was not a Supreme Court.
Uh-oh.
Cases being appealed from the audiencia or the circuit court of Guatemala to that of Mexico City, and from there to Spain or Rome, and the justices did actually go in circuit. It was not new, for Spain had used the audiencias to enforce royal discipline in territory reconquered from the Muslims.
Oh, man.
So then I'm like, so what happens if you walk in a court as a Muslim?
Oh, man.
Are you under their jurisdiction, or do they know who the fuck you are?
Oh, man.
Because they know that they're running shit on reconquered Muslim territory.
Oh, man. What? Dude, it can't be real. It can't be real.
Lies! All
That
lies.
can't be real. Who wrote that book?
And they keep asking, yo, the book, yo, the book. I've been asked like a couple of times, yo, what book you
Did
reading?
Jesus write that book? Ah!
I just keep on coming back to the cover, like, yep. History of Latin America, baby. No cap.
You speak blaspheme. Oh,
It's
no.
like, are you Muslim? Are you Muslim or what?
Same old thing.
All right. Furthermore, the audiencia had administrative and consultative functions. Although later overshadowed by viceroys, the audiencia remained the constant core of royal authority. It had continuity.
Same style, but just cut this.
Its plural membership assured
that high.
the presence of royal authority, no matter what might happen to the viceroys.
Uncle Sam guy.
When a viceroy died or was removed, the audiencia automatically took his place. Membership in the audiencia was jealousy restricted to peninsulares. That's what they call the rulers from the Iberian Peninsula.
What?
Jealousy.
Peninsulares.
Ah.
That's what they call peninsulares. So they were saying when a viceroy died or was removed, the circuit court automatically took his place.
Did you say vice lords?
Yeah,
This guy's gang banging.
viceroy. Viceroy?
Oh no! You definitely go hell now.
Where? In America. In America. Where? This is America. Don't catch you slipping, no.
Oh no!
Don't catch you slipping, no.
Oh.
Alright. So, yeah, Peninsulares. Spaniards from Spain. Well, let me read that part again. When a viceroy died or was removed, the Audiencia automatically took his place. Membership in the Audiencia was jealousy restricted to Peninsulares. Spaniards from Spain, but with the passage of time, an increasing number of its judges became so identified with the American kingdoms. Did they say kingdoms in America?
Multiple.
God
No.
damn. Did they just say American kingdoms? I gotta highlight that part.
I didn't hear Genesis. So
Jesus. They're talking about kingdoms in America.
Oh no.
I guess ancient America had kingdoms.
Oh no.
Who was running these kingdoms, I wonder?
Oh man. Maybe Jesus took the wheel. Jesus took the wheel. Jesus. Let me stop before. Let me stop. We do this for fun purposes only, guys.
Hey, this is how we make studying fun, just so y'all know. Number of judges became so identified with the American kingdoms as to lose their exclusively Spanish point of view. Damn. Hey, peace, Far Rock. Who that? Who that coming from Far Rock?
Whoa!
For Farah.
He said beast at it. He said peace, Far. Hey, Far Rock. Far Rock in the building.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, baby. From what? Squad up. You already know, squad up. You ain't from Far Rock, you don't know what that means. That's crazy though, for Far Rock. I'm shocked at that.
Man.
As to lose their exclusively Spanish point of view, many founded families which became influential in subsequent colonial and independent history. The Audiencia early proved inadequate. The conquerors and their heirs were difficult to handle, and the disputes which multiplied among them and the clergy and the civil authorities required a sterner discipline than any court could impose. Some of the Audiencias were corrupt, more to compel Governor Diego Velázquez and Hernan Cortés to compose their differences. The first Audiencia of Mexico, appointed in 1527, could not
Let me know if I'm too loud.
very good, could not overawe Cortés. It could not or would not take effective measures to protect the Indians, a failure which embroiled it with the clergy. Oh.
Damn.
So the clergy was getting tight because they were no longer honoring their duties. Oh, shit. Oh, by the way, who was the Indians, y'all? Muslims. They said it right here in the book. Muslims. All right. I got to highlight that. Some of the audiences were corrupt, more efficient, went to something. Crazy. It could not or would not take effective measures to protect the Indians, a failure which embroiled the clergy. In Peru, the Audiencia, appointed in 1542, failed to quiet the strife between the followers of Almagro and Pizarro. The crown's answer was to appoint viceroys. Huh?
No. Actually, I wanted a little bit higher, but it's alright. It's alright.
The crown's answer was to appoint
It's
viceroys
the same style.
and relegate the Audiencias to a subordinate position. The viceroy, so when they say viceroy,
Same look of everything, like even the front. And that,
they just mean vice king. That is no different than saying vice president or lieutenant governor.
Yes, sir.
The viceroy represented the prestige and power of the sovereign. His dignity was attested by the luxurious welcome accorded him, the triumphal arcs erected in city streets, the display of fine robes of judges and churchmen, the feasting and the pageantry. His all but royal position was made clear by an impressive corps of private guards, a numerous retinue of servants, a palace with gobelin tapestries and gold plate, a princely salary and expense account, large enough it was hoped to put the incumbent safely beyond temptation. The viceroy was a man apart from common men. He was the king's man. He was expected to hold office for 3 years, a rule to which there were numerous exceptions, but was subject to instant recall. He was enjoined against intimacy with the vassals whom he ruled, forbidden to marry within his realm, and barred from all private business.
Hold on, say that again.
I'll say that again.
Into what?
Married in his like his
So
cabinet.
the
Can't
viceroy.
Yeah, I get that, but what's the other one? He said doing something with business.
Oh, business. Like you can't just.
Oh, he was barred from all private business.
Like, you can't just because now you
So you
can't.
can't do no private business.
No. He is doing private business because he's the king's
Yeah.
assistant. So that's meaning he can only deal with I'm sorry, he can't do private. Yeah, he can only deal with public.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So it's illegal for him to even do
Private.
private.
Yeah.
So that means all these motherfuckers in government
He's fucked up.
is already off.
They're way off. Yeah.
They're already committed treason.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Looking for your own interests.
Yep. Yep.
All of them treason.
Yep. All of them. Just seeing how that shit relate today in real time.
Because it's not dealing for the people.
Nope.
That means you're not allowed to make no business on your company. If you have a private company at the same time, you can't do no business on it until you're out of government.
Yep.
Since you're not a government official, no more. Then you could reactivate your organization.
Now they said that for 3 years, and then they said there's exceptions.
Okay, let's hear it.
No, I mean exceptions is probably more than 3 years, but might be like if they. Cause it said the king's man, bro.
Hollywood King.
It said the king's man, and I'm like, the king's man, like, all right. I know everybody wasn't heterosexual, bro. So I'm like, if you the king's man, bro, like, say everyone's 3 years, but there's an exception. All right. What's the exception?
Blow.
No, I want him. Yeah. He blows me the best. I want him in office. When I die is when he leaves. Like, I can see that shit. I can see that shit, bro.
Hollywood.
Yo. Well, yeah, he was barred from all private business. The viceroy's power were great.
He said borrow? Barter?
Barred.
Barred.
Yeah, he's barred.
I need to look at that one.
That's like, closed off.
I get that, but
You want the official definition, got you.
That's a
Madrid was far away, and he was given wide latitude in interpreting the royal will. He was automatically president of the circuit court within his viceroyalty. I should say within his town, within his city. He possessed generous powers of appointment to civil and ecclesiastical posts. When he was a man of force and ingenuity, he could outplay priests and judges. He could temporize with royal commands or disregard them. However, his powers were subject to constant and irritating checks. Well, if you're doing a whole bunch of bullshit, I could definitely see how them checks and balances are irritating.
to play. Yeah.
Although he was president of the circuit court, the judges of that court could report directly to the king. Theoretically, he had power over numerous officials, but many of these were royal appointees who had the right of appeal to the king, which means they could go over him. He largely controlled the church in theory, but time and again, the chief clergy went over his head to the crowd.
Straight up.
Bitch, I say this. You know what? I'm gonna have a word with the king first before we move any further. You're not making much sense, man. Fuck that. I can't deal with you right now. I'm gonna go straight to the head. Fuck you.
So he dealt with all the shit that the king just said. I really want to deal with it. You take care of it.
Don't that sound like management?
It really is.
Yo, there's nothing new, bro. Holy shit, son.
This shit is so annoying today. Yo, bro, can you take care of that for me?
That's crazy, yo. That is crazy.
So he can always be overturned,
Yeah.
but he can't. But the only good thing about him is the king don't have to be there if it's something really positive.
Yeah, or unless he has all of them like scared to where they too scared to go and talk to the king. Like, yo, if you go to the fucking king, nigga, I'll make sure you don't make it home tonight.
Or somebody. That,
Yeah, and don't worry, I'll make sure I don't get caught up in that bullshit.
Yeah.
I can see that. Cause then it's like, nigga, what are you talking about? I'm going to the king, nigga. You ain't making. I'll see you tomorrow. Damn, son. That's like some mommy and daddy shit.
Just be like,
You gotta listen to your older brother until older brother stop making sense. Nigga, I'm going to mom and dad. Fuck you. That's really what this shit is, yo. That's crazy. Crazy, yo. Crazy,
like
son.
a family.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at right now. Like, yo. Hold on. He largely nominally sharing the power of the king himself, he was actually at the mercy of the latest caprice of the king or the king's inner circle.
Yo, cool. You reading out of the phone into the book?
I am.
No wonder. I was just like, whoa. Because I was just trying to figure out how you missed certain words. I was just like, that's not normal.
It's because sometimes I'll be reading and then this shit ain't on there.
Oh, it's hard. That's crazy, though. You read for the book. I was like, huh. I was like, oh, okay. Nah, I ain't gonna stop you. Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, that ain't normal for you to just miss a word like that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, go back. Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Well, thank you for noticing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I was
Lets me
like-
know my reading game is on point.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa, that's not normal, guys.
Let me see. Nominally sharing the power of the king himself, he was actually at the mercy of the latest caprice of the king or the king's inner circle. There was always a candidate for office, quick to spread rumors for his undoing.
Fake news. News.
Wow, son. Yo.
Shit never changes.
Nothing new, bro. Yo, tell me I don't experience that shit at work, yo. Whoever's in management right now, please tell me you don't experience this shit at work. All right. He was always a candidate for his office, quick to spread rumors for his undoing. He was subject, as were all chief officials, to the periodic check of a royal visitator who could come when he chose, inspect the financial records of the viceroyalty, and hold hearings to which any vassal might bring complaints. At the end of his term, the viceroy must subject himself to the residencia, a judicial review conducted by a judge appointed by the crown and before whom his entire record was exposed to public view. In some cases, the residencia served the cause of justice. In others, it facilitated the revenge of lesser men. And in still others, corrupt viceroys were able to buy a favorable...
Oh, they said lesser men.
facilitated the revenge of lesser men.
Damn. Haters. They call them haters nowadays.
Bro. Haters.
What else they call them?
And still other corrupt viceroys were able to buy a favorable verdict from complacent judges. That's called bribery. They bought them off, y'all. Nothing new, y'all.
What's
These
another
niggas
word
is
for hater?
Lesser men.
I like it. I like it. You're a lesser man.
These lesser men.
From the standpoint of the kings, the viceroyalty was a success.
Looking for royalty.
Viceroys were usually the kind of men they wanted, the sort described by one historian. The utmost care must be taken to make sure that the new official did not follow the same course as the conquistadors and defy the authority of the monarch who sent him out. The Habsburgs did not, as a rule, take kindly to subordinates of the brilliant or the inventive sort who wanted to strike out on lines of their own. Meaning niggas who wanted to do the right thing. The official whom they preferred was the hard-working, competent, but obedient type, who would faithfully discharge the duties laid upon him and send back for fresh instructions if they had a case of doubt. The viceroys who ruled Spanish America for 300 years in general met those requirements. A few were brilliant, many were competent. Yeah, king deputies, or like vice president, or lieutenant governor. The viceroys who ruled Spanish America for 300 years in general met those requirements. A few were brilliant, many were competent, some were honest, and some were scoundrels. But with scarcely an exception, they were loyal to their kings. The history of colonial Spanish America chiefly gathers around the varying fortunes of the two viceroyalties of New Spain and Peru. Just FYI, y'all, the oldest American civilization.
Supe.
Corral Supe, Peru.
Supe.
Peru.
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 The Peru's on fire.
You about to be...
Oh, how you say the roof is on fire?
Peru is on fire. Which between them had sovereignty over most of that extensive domain until the 18th century, when there was a further division of authority under the Bourbon kings.
Sounds like Moors today. More. Sounds like us Moors today.
Sound like some Muslims.
Sounds like us today, huh?
Yo, don't they got a drink called bourbon?
Yeah.
Now I gotta look into that word, goddammit. Niggas be snakes.
Bourbon is actually means is from over there in Africa, like North Africa. They call them Berbers,
Correct.
which means it's basically Moor.
Correct.
Moor. If you break down the word Moor, it goes into Berber. And the people.
Oh, does it go into black?
No, it don't.
All right, thanks. Got him. Got him. Niggas hit you with common sense, boy. You don't make sense. Hey. The viceroyalty, the Bourbon kings, the viceroyalty of New Granada was established in 1717 and abolished in 1724, and then restored in 1740. With jurisdiction over the region of modern Colombia, Ecuador, and Venezuela. In 1776, the Viceroyalty of La Plata was created with the jurisdiction over the area now, see here, with the area now divided among Argentina, Paraguay, Bolivia, and Uruguay. However, the colonial record chiefly deals with the 41 viceroys in Peru and the 62 in Mexico between the years 1535 and 1824.
Get that one.
I got to highlight that part. Wait. You know, everyone just sitting back, just hearing, listening to me reading there, taking notes and shit.
We just chilling. This is a normal.
This is a regular day. Just want y'all to know
we
that.
just chilling.
This is a regular day.
I hope nobody feel like we picking on them and shit.
Oh no.
Well, oh well.
I'm about to say it ain't me picking.
Psych! Whoa!
It ain't me picking.
If y'all
on
get
it,
nothing
it's
from
the
this
book.
G-Wave, what?
G-Wave.
G-Wave.
Come on, man.
G-Wave.
Get out your feelings. You ain't got nothing to do with your feelings.
No,
Yeah.
don't be a lesser man.
Don't be
Hey.
a lesser man.
Homeboy from The Rock. Remember Chicks? Remember fuck about your feelings? Who gives a fuck?
Score. I miss Stack, man. He would have been great, bro. He ain't clap my man, son.
His music was good.
Music was too damn good. The first and perhaps the greatest of the viceroys was Antonio de Mendoza, who was sent to Mexico in 1535, where he ruled for 15 years. He was then transferred to the Viceroyalty of Lima, where he died after a year in office. Damn.
Damn.
That sounded like he was transferred on some bad terms.
You know.
you know, just died of natural causes. Maybe a little bit too much poison in the water.
Well, that was definitely way more than 3 years, so I guess he
You
was
know
one
how
of the
they do
exceptions.
it.
He tripped and fell getting out of the carriage.
I mean, we went hunting and got shot 3 times. Who knows?
Yeah, the bear grabbed the shotgun and shot him.
I thought it was a duck.
There goes that, what was that? That was
That's
Bush.
Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney.
That was Dick Cheney? I don't know why I thought that was Bush.
Yeah.
Didn't he do something too?
How you shot his
How you
man?
go hunting and shoot your man and say it was a hunting accident? But you shot the nigga like 3
Yeah,
times.
bang, bang. Oh, yeah, it was an
It was
accident.
an accident. Nigga, you pulled the trigger more than once, though.
They got one on Family Guy, too. Hunting, wow.
I'm like, yo, I could see you pulling the trigger by accident 1 time. 2 times?
How the motherfucker was
You
scared
know what the
himself.
fuck you do.
No,
With
you
a
know-
shotgun, though, you know that bitch got a good spread.
Unless, clack, bah, click, clack,
Word.
bah, click, clack.
You gotta be conscious about that because you gotta do the click clack. So you like bow, oh shit, click clack, bow. Twice, bro? Nah, son. You was trying to out him. Yeah, he did the job. Yeah, it was an accident. You can't jail me. Diplomatic immunity. What, nigga?
That's what happened.
Let me see. The first and perhaps the greatest of the... Oh, yeah. Went through that. Lima, where he died after a year in office. Mendoza was about 45 when he reached Mexico. He came from a proud lineage of great soldiers, clerics, and statesmen, and he himself had already won honors as a soldier and diplomatist. Oh, the man was a diplomat. All right. He found tasks enough in Mexico to tax his ability. The first audiencia from 1528 to 1530.
Hold on, he called it what? What they call it? Tax? His.
He found tasks like
Tasks and
Tasks.
Yeah.
So he found tasks
to tax. His,
enough in Mexico to tax his ability.
You're a good businessman.
Very good businessman. That's
What
what
he
all
got in the year? They didn't want
Yeah.
They didn't want that motherfucker
Yeah.
at all. They was like, nah, get him out. Get him
Yeah, that nigga was crazy on that one. Damn.
Nah.
I see why, bro. Like,
Too
yo,
much
B.
money.
Whoa.
And he's good at what he does.
For 15
And he's
years?
honorable. God damn it.
For 15 years, bro, my man taxed his ability.
That shit sound like me at work.
That's why I keep looking at you like, bro, this the shit you dealing with, bro.
Yeah, that's the shit I'm dealing with.
You dealing with a bunch of lesser men, nigga. Hey, you the viceroy over there, B.
They trying to kill me.
And niggas is like,
Get the fuck out.
and it's crazy. You looking at them like, so I'm just gonna go over your head right about now.
And that's what I did. I just talked to the district manager.
Like, so I'm just gonna go over your head and have this conversation, and I'll let your superior talk with you afterwards. I don't like this nigga checking and balancing me and my powers. That's crazy, yo. The first audiencia with Nufio de Guzman as president had ruled with such cruelty as to arouse the wrath of honest citizens and to stir the clergy, led by the newly appointed bishop Zumaraga, to denounce its members to the king. The superior second audiencia of 1530, including Bishop Fuenlio
On magic wand.
and the humanitarian Vasco de Quiorga, had been unable to control Herman Cortez, who took his title of Captain General seriously. In western Mexico, meanwhile, the unsavory Nuno de Guzman ruled as governor of New Galicia. But he was finally ordered back to Spain in 1536. Following this disorderly period, Mendoza ruled for 15 years with moderation and wisdom. The limits of New Spain were extended further in the west and northwest, and in the east to Yucatan.
Yes, sir.
So now you know what Spain was, my niggas. Let me read that part again.
One more time. Yeah.
Following this disorderly period, Mendoza ruled for 15 years with moderation and wisdom. The limits of New Spain were extended further in the west and northwest, and in the east to Yucatan. He held a tight line on the overreaching encomenderos. They got a lot of this shit in Spanish, so you gotta excuse me. I'm getting my Spanish on too. Encomenderos, who exploited the Indians entrusted to them.
Exploited the Indians. who
Entrusted to them.
are Entrusted.
Why would he need to be entrusted to them?
Entrusted. Who would that be classified as in modern day?
Hey, I'm like, is that like a slave or is that like
if it's in the trust, it's been entrusted to them.
yeah, like
that means that it was part of a contract.
property? Or am I thinking like, or is it like these are the niggas like, yo, take care of them because they know how everything works?
It doesn't matter. It's a contract.
So some type of agreement.
You talking about entrusted means it's been a trust, a contract.
Property, yeah. Facts.
So you can say however you want it.
Facts.
However you want it.
Faquitos. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? However you want to take it.
But just so you know, Spain was in the west and the northwest. As far as the Yucatan, that's all of South America, North America, Central America, yeah, that was all Spain. Who exploited the Indians entrusted to them. His palace outdoors, his palace doors were open to all suppliants. He encouraged the freers in their works of mercy and education. He fostered better agriculture and stock raising. Churchmen, city dwellers, and the humble Indians respected him. Second only to Mendoza was Francisco de Toledo. Toledo. Huh.
You mean Toledo, Ohio?
Yeah.
Oh no! Dear Jesus!
Toledo.
These are names of people?
Oh no!
You feel like that? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah! When the Kool-Aid dude bust through the door. Oh yeah! Hold up. Francisco de Toledo. Sounds French again. Francis.
There we go.
We go that French again. Second only to Mendoza was Francisco de Toledo, who served in Peru from 1569 to 1581. Like Mendoza, Toledo represented one of the great houses in Spain.
Well, wait, time out. When did the Moors fall, quote unquote? They say 1492.
That's
Because
what they
Columbus got
say.
here in 1498.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Prince. Which one is it? I'm confused.
It could be Prince or even Bartholomew.
Who knows these things? This
like
is
Bartholomew.
crazy.
That makes me think about Bart the Simpsons now. Bart.
Bart Simpson.
Bartholomew.
Bart. That was his full name. Bart.
I'm just
That's
trying to.
a nice name,
I'm just
though.
throwing out
Bartholomew.
numbers. I want them to go and study that shit.
All right, they got to. They ain't gonna get all this shit
We're
from
just
here.
throwing stuff out. I want you to plug that in, man.
Yo. Okay, like Mendoza, Toledo represented one of the great houses in Spain and had a distinguished career behind him when, in his middle 50s, he was named to Lima with jurisdiction over all of Spanish South America, with the exception of the coast of Venezuela. Peru was an onerous assignment. Nerves were still raw from the long and bloody struggles between Pizarro and Almagro. The audiencia, or the circuit court, and the high clergy were in no mood to accept Toledo's guidance. The landholders, rich from despoiling the Indians, feared his humanitarian intentions.
Humanitarian.
They feared his righteousness. Shit, he might set things right.
Hold on. Read back with the Indians.
Look, so the landholders, rich from despoiling the Indians,
The spoiling.
despoiling,
Despoiling.
means taking shit from
taking
them.
shit away. Yeah, despoiling the Indians feared his humanitarian intentions.
You mean the Moors? They've been stealing from us.
They're Muslims.
You mean the Christian Moors been stealing?
That's right.
Oh no, can't be the pastors. Oh man.
The last of the Inca rulers.
You mean the pastors? Melanated brothers like that?
The last of the Inca rulers was stirring up trouble on the frontier. Toledo's task was further complicated by Philip II's desire to dictate each detail of his viceroy's course. Meaning he was micromanaging like a motherfucker. That's all I get from that. Nigga, I could do my job. Get the fuck off my back, bro.
Then you're like, all right, okay, you can go.
All right, then you want to make a right here, and then make a left over there. Plan a...
Because he knew every ounce of his kingdom.
Yeah.
He knew who was doing what, at what time, when,
Where?
and how.
And you know they was using longitude and latitude. Nigga,
Yeah.
54 degrees northwest, 2 degrees south, 14 degrees north.
He didn't
Right
rule-
behind that rock. I know definitely he didn't rule long.
Ah!
You gotta
had to
get
get
him
him
out. Yeah, you gotta get out of there, B.
Wow.
You did too long. Then you taxing your own wealth. Like, come on, man.
Now, at least I can see Toledo was dealing with the Incas
God, man.
in Venezuela and all that. Yeah. This is all business, bro. This is crazy.
Damn, son.
The landholders. Oh, hold on. Toledo's task was further complicated by Philip II's desire to dictate each detail of his viceroy's course. Despite all handicap, Toledo did much to consolidate Spanish discipline over his domain. Shortly after his arrival, he set out on a journey of inspection, traveling more than 5,000 miles in 5 years and visiting most of the important points of New Spain.
That's right, man.
God damn. So he pretty much made a Hajj
Yeah.
He said
to
that
inspect
important.
everything, yeah. And visiting most of the important points of New
Wait,
Spain.
You know what makes up important, like where the money flow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had two chief concerns, the state of mining and the welfare of his Indian wards. Yeah, that's how you know for a rat.
Slave.
Property, bruh.
Property.
Property. That, so, yep.
Indian
wards.
Oh man, do you mean the first thing we have to do? We gotta change our worship name?
Our wardship name
Oh,
and our
man.
wardship status. Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Oh man.
That's a lot of work.
That's a whole lot of work.
Oh man.
It's bad enough we gotta sit here and read all these books, man. Then we gotta do some physical work after that? Fuck, bro. Fuck. Fuck my life.
Can we pay somebody like $2,000 to do it? Oh, man.
How about $10,000? Can you pay somebody $10,000 to do that for us?
Oh, man.
5,000? Can you be in a whole nother viceroy? Can you be in another country and file my paperwork for me?
Oh,
and then call the people in that country and be like, yo, you gotta listen and protect my man, even though he's not from here. What? The fuck are you talking about? You gotta handle your own shit.
Oh man.
That's crazy. So, the state of mining and the welfare of his Indian wards. That was his two chief concerns. The silver deposits of Potosi in Upper Peru, which is Bolivia, were yielding handsomely.
Oh boy.
Silver, silver, silver. Toledo encouraged improved methods of mining and extraction and drew up wise codes to govern mining and the treatment of miners. The flow of silver increased.
That bitch sound like OSHA. You know OSHA, right? In modern terms, I'm just saying, bro.
Yo, you plugging it in though. Front. Yo,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
this is crazy, bro. Boy, they been doing this shit, son.
Nothing new under the heavens, they say.
Nothing, bro. Nothing. That shit's facts. He took measures to protect the Indians against both mine operators and encomenderos.
And I commandor this this pen.
yeah.
I'm gonna commandor this pen.
He found
Take it
thousands
over.
of Indians in the indescribably dirty slums of Lima and created a special suburb for them to be ruled by their own chieftains under the guidance of
You mean the
Indians.
hut? You mean the hut?
You mean the projects?
Oh man.
Where they got the what? The churches? Where they got
man.
the black preachers? Who's really Masons?
Oh man.
Come on,
here you
man.
go with that jigaboo shit again.
That jigaboo shit. There go that jigaboo shit. Nigga, I ain't no jig and I ain't no boo. Get that shit twisted. Don't get that shit twisted. But real shit. This is how they have black people surveying black people to keep them in the fucking trick bag. Right here. He found thousands of Indians in the indescribably dirty slums of Lima, the projects, and created a special suburb for them to be ruled by their own chieftains under the guidance of the Jesuits. Toledo was appalled by the wretched condition of the church. The gold and silver of Peru attracted many unworthy clergy who neglected their flocks to pursue wealth, clung to the cities, and avoided the villages.
Oh man, it can't be the clergyman and the priest. Oh come on, it can't be them. They're the most holiest.
La, 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 la.
It can't be them. No.
You got that dollar?
In the name of Jesus.
No, can't be them. No.
You ain't got $1 for the basket, you will receive no blessings. No blessings for you.
Your family is going to hell.
Tonight at 8:10.
If you don't pay that dollar, forget your rent, forget your everything. Pay that.
Yo, remember that pastor? Remember that pastor was like, this dude had like 2 airplanes, bro.
Oh, and then don't forget the fucking
2 airplanes.
don't
He was
forget the runway in his backyard.
He was like, God said he gonna give me. No, I said this dude got.
And I'm like, yo, if God told you to get an airport, God ain't tell you to share that shit with your members, nigga. God said just get an airplane and a runway for yourself. That's it,
bro.
And use the members and tithings to fucking make that happen. That's what God said. And God said, don't share that shit with nobody.
Park there. It's called a jet.
Lord have mercy.
I can't get in a tube of devils.
Lord have
That's
mercy.
what he said. He said I can't get in a tube.
We just clowning at this point, y'all, and it's crazy because I think, we're almost done with this section, are we? Nope. I tell you what, I'm gonna stop.
Wait, there's more.
We're almost done. We got about 5 pages left. My nigga, this has been the longest 10 pages of my life. Bruh. You can't even read this shit straight through. You gotta stop and go back what the fuck they just said?
Like, hold on. You gotta
go like this. Like, I expect an essay. 50 page essay on my desk tomorrow.
You can write that shit off of 1 page.
You know the other 14 pages is just pure bullshit.
Yeah.
Niggas, you know, can I skip a line? If I write a sentence, can I skip the line? just to fill up the paper? Fuck, yo. All them tricks. Done. So Toledo was appalled by the wretched condition of the church. The gold and silver of Peru attracted many unworthy clergy who neglected their flocks to pursue wealth. I read this already. Cities.
Sounds like what's happening today.
Yeah, I'll just finish it. Attracted many unworthy clergy who neglected their flocks to pursue wealth, clung to the cities, and avoided the villages. Toledo, with the support of devout Philip II, enforced salutary reforms upon the clergy, required them to learn Indian tongues so that they might more effectively instruct their charges, and welcome the Inquisition as an aid to reform. Fucking smart.
Wow.
Fucking smart. That is fucking smart.
You talking about the pastors all of a sudden start speaking hood to me and shit?
Yeah, start speaking my lingo. Hey, y'all, what's good, whoa?
Whoa.
What's going on? Whoa, in the name of Jesus. Now I know where all these missions came from. So we're going to bring this Bible. And
You mean that cursing pastor?
Word, the cursing pastor. Holy shit, bro.
I ain't gonna funny. He funny as fuck, though. Yeah, he a funny though. I gotta get that dude an interview though. That dude funny as hell, son.
I gotta watch him. I don't think I've ever watched him. There's a pastor that be cursing for real?
Yeah, it's called Cursing Pastor. He is funny though. I ain't gonna cap. Whoa. That's the real G-Wave right there.
Okay. Alrighty. Welcome to Inquisitions as an aid to reform. Okay. Toledo's activities included the building of aqueducts for bringing pure water into the chief towns.
Whoa, that sounds Moorish. Remember that? Oh no.
Muslim. Very Muslim.
Oh no.
They want to bring that pure water into the chief towns. Pure.
You mean they ain't drinking the water that they piss in and shit in?
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. They're not about that life.
I heard back.
No more.
I heard back then. You know, if you took a shower, you was a devil. Oh man.
Aqueducts for bringing pure water into the chief towns, the establishment of inns and hospitals, and the erection of forts to protect the highways. In his dealings with the Indians, he often made use of the ancient organization of the Incas. But he made the mistake of uprooting large groups of Indians and forcing them to live in villages unsuited to their traditions and needs.
Oh man. This sounds like the hood. Oh, should I go back in time and say this sounds like a Trail of Tears? Yeah.
Trail of Tears.
Oklahoma!
Garcilaso de la Vega was caustic in his denunciation of Toledo on that score. His record was marred by the execution in 1571 of the last of the Inca line, Tupac Amaru. Holy
What? I just said baby baby!
Holy shit.
You ain't saying no. Then I just said baby baby!
Yo,
Baby!
yo.
They arrested
Whoa,
that
whoa,
dude.
whoa,
They killed him
whoa,
too.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, this is bad.
His record was marred by the execution in 1571 of the
I
last
told you
of the
him.
Inca line, Tupac Amaru. This Inca ruler had maintained his independent court in the inaccessible mountains northeast of Cusco, from which he harassed the Spaniards. He was finally captured by Toledo's men, given a
No, he wasn't harassing. He was marching.
It sounded like Tupac.
No, he
songs.
wasn't harassing.
It
Come on.
sounded like fucking Tupac songs. Bro.
He wasn't harassing them. They were holding up signs and marching peacefully.
Lord, they are.
Lord. If you are your ancestors, you would be doing the shit your ancestors did. My nigga.
Harassing the shit.
Damn. He harassing the shit out of the Illuminati, right? Illuminati. When he was alive.
Son.
This Inca ruler had maintained his independent court in the inaccessible mountains northeast of Cusco.
I think they'll call that a hostile Indian. You know what
Oh shit.
They have their
A
dance.
hostile barber.
Yeah.
There you go. There
That's a hostile
you go.
more there. He's just not happy being in the hood.
No,
Come
no.
over here.
And he was harassing the Spaniards.
Yeah. He's not happy being in the hood. Why go to church? Just go to church.
He was finally captured by Toledo's men, given a summary trial, and executed. Philip A. Means writes, "It is pitiful to reflect that they whose only crime was that of endeavoring to rid their country of tyrannical and oppressive invaders were subjected to unspeakable humiliation and tortures." And Means goes on to say that Toledo showed his further animus against the Incas by a systematic perversion of traditions relative to the Incas and their history, all to the end that the Incas might be made to appear before the world as a set of ruffians, blackguards,
Whoa.
bastards,
Maybe
and
Rastafarians.
usurpers.
No, Rastafarians. He said, go back. He said, what
He
he said?
said ruffians
Oh my God, it's not a Rasta. Oh man.
and usurpers, but Means scarcely does justice to the viceroy. In Toledo's memorial,
No worry.
his concluding, his co-
Every little thing gonna be alright.
as long as you believe in Christ, Lord. I gotta flip this bitch.
Hey, what's up, shit?
What's good, Shrek? As long as you believe in Christ Jesus, Lord have mercy.
We having fun on this.
I don't know what other tribe you know could make reading so much fun.
We just doing our work.
Because people will see a thick ass book like this and they're like, oh God,
That's
I gotta read
threatening.
this shit. When you read it with a
You
group,
must get the non-threatening.
yeah, get the non-threatening
Look
one.
how thin. It's thin.
Get the
Precise.
thin one.
Look, it look just like the Hey, look at this. It's non-threatening.
Get the one that almost look like it's 2D. Almost 2D. Nah, but you need to study with other people to make the shit interesting and fun. That's how you retain the knowledge.
Yeah, I got you.
You make those important parts funny. You make jokes. This is why we make jokes around those funny portions, so that way it sticks. You see what I'm saying? So when we make the references of Tupac and projects and shit like that, it sticks. We laughing, but it sticks. It sticks. I'm giving you the technique. Technique, okay? On group study. Anyway, let's go back. Enough of my face. But it looks like we're having fun, which we are. I'm just telling you, it's also technique. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Oh shit, son. Seriously though, if you read all this shit serious, man, goddamn, bro, you might have some high blood pressure in this motherfucker.
Same thing, nothing changed. Inquisition had Jiminy, you know what I'm saying?
High Gemini. Don't be using them big words. You don't know what them big words mean.
It's not threatening.
Let's see. In Toledo's memorial, his concluding advice to his successors, he reveals sagacity and human comprehension. These words, bro. What the fuck is sagacity? The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sagacity. Hey, can anybody in this chat look up what this word sagacity mean for me? Let's have some class participation. Sagacity. Look, you see that word? Can somebody pull that word up and just punch that shit in the comments?
Google.
Word, no, real shit. Real shit.
Google, what is
Do me a favor though. If you can, get the regular definition and look up to see if they have if there's
book.
a
Right, don't let me go get the book.
and see if there's a legal definition for it too. We could pull out our dictionaries, but I want some class participation. Because our dictionaries are scary too.
Non-threatening.
No,
Non-violence.
the dictionaries are threatening. They are very threatening.
Non-violence.
Resist. He's resisting. I'm not resisting.
Resisting arrest.
Obstruction.
Listen, just sing the song. No worries.
Be happy. Okay. Reveals a sagacity and human comprehension which entitle him to a high place among Spanish administrators. However, his services did not earn him the gratitude of the crown. In 1581, he was recalled to Madrid, where he was charged with unlawful enrichment and the illegal execution of Tupac Amaru.
Read that again.
In 1581, let's start from the top. In Toledo's memorial, his concluding advice to his successors, he reveals a sagacity and human comprehension which entitle him to a high place among Spanish administrators. However, what does it mean?
Having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. Shrewd.
Ooh, shrewd. Already.
Like the Office Space?
Like Office Space. That's right.
Shrewd.
You're shrewd.
Oh my God.
You are a shrewd.
You are
fellow.
shrewd. Shrewd.
That means you're mentally sharp, motherfucker. Goddamn.
Insightful, like an advisor or a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, you can
damn.
peep game. You can peep the game. You got the eye to see it. All right,
Sagacity.
that's cool.
I think that's what I said.
However, entitled
I like that.
his services did not earn him gratitude of the crown. In 1581, he was recalled to Madrid, where he was charged with unlawful enrichment and the illegal execution of Tupac Amaru.
Yeah.
Turn into adjectives. Sagacity.
Perhaps Philip was jealous of his viceroy's popularity, or was sincerely outraged by the execution of the last Inca. It's like, damn, nigga, you had to kill the last one? He was the last one!
He got balls too. But he came back again.
Hey, we ain't talking about the Mohicans.
Oh, he was the last one of his?
Yeah, he was the last one. That's so tight.
Oh, that's probably why he got killed. The guy that executed.
Yeah, and guess where he was at? He had his own court in the woods somewhere. What are we doing right now? All right.
Oh, my.
So I just want you to know where he's going to lead us to. But I'm cool with that. I'm perfectly cool with that. Have our own shit. We can't run these motherfuckers. They're in the woods running their own shit. We can't get to them. Don't be mad. In 1581, he was recalled to Madrid, where he was charged with unlawful enrichment of the illegal execution of Tupac Amaru. Perhaps Philip was jealous of his viceroy's popularity, or was sincerely outraged by the execution of the last Inca. The
Both excuses.
indefatigable,
Just to get him.
indefatigable Toledo died in 1584 of a broken heart. Aww.
No.
Oh. Not until the last decades of the colonial period.
That means his relationship game wasn't good at home.
That means Tupac was his best friend. I just hope Tupac wasn't weird.
Yeah.
He's still my ancestor. I just hope he wasn't weird. I hope he wasn't the king's man. That's all I'm saying.
All I know is
That's all
Toledo.
I'm saying. Because you telling me,
Toledo.
listen, you telling me you killed the last nigga, then the king executes your ass for killing the last nigga. What did you do to make the king so mad? Or what did Tupac do to make the king so goddamn happy? Either way, my man died of a broken heart, bro. So there was some love there. I just hope it wasn't no weird love. Not until the last decades.
Who died? Which one? Hold on, the king?
Toledo.
Toledo.
Yeah.
The one that actually gave his execution.
Yep.
He died of a broken heart.
Yeah.
So that means he was forced to kill him.
Possibly. Contract.
Because of political gain,
Yeah, contracts.
agreements. But it hurt
Democracy!
the most. Damn, dude. That sucks.
Not until the last decades of the colonial period do other names of importance appear. Two deserve mention. Antonio Maria Bucarelli was appointed Viceroy of New Spain by the enlightened Charles III. He ruled from 1771 to 1779.
1771 to 1770.
Yes. Yeah. A period of notable
What
progress.
was going on around that time frame? 1771 to 1779? Wasn't 1776 was that treaty?
No,
The Constitution.
no. 1776 was the Articles of Confederation.
Yeah, that was going
1786 was the treaty.
on. Okay, so that was going on at that time. So that means he was the ruler when that was going down.
Charles III. Yeah. I just wonder if he was a sultan. That's my next question. If that's the case. He ruled from 1771 to 1779, a period of notable progress. The greatest of the last viceroys was the younger count.
It was yummy.
Oh, the younger count. Revillagigedo. Revillagigedo. There goes Gigi.
G-Wave?
G-Wave. Chia. G-Wave. The count. Count Revillagigedo. That sound hella Italian. Who was appointed by corrupt Charles IV and served in Mexico.
They started off as corrupt.
Corrupt Charles IV, nigga. Said fuck Charles III. Charles IV was a bitch. Charles III was the nigga. Charles IV was a little bitch. And he served in Mexico from 1789 to 1794.
Hold on.
Now we talking about the United
Served.
States of America, 1789.
Hold on. Serve. Why did they choose the word serve? What did they use the other word before for the other guy? That he was what? He ran from such and such and such and such.
You rule. This one says serve.
Yeah, you see? You see the play of word right there? Serve. That means he didn't have domain. That means somebody died and he took his place.
No, it means, or it can possibly mean like, yo, you ain't my president.
Oh, nobody accepted him.
Yeah, 'cause you know, he started off corrupt.
Oh shit, it could just be that.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just like we doing today, my president.
So it's crazy.
Not my shit, not my worries. That's his issue.
So Count Revillagigedo, who was appointed by Charles IV, corrupt Charles IV, he served in Mexico from 1789 to 1794. He was one of 4 out of a total of 170 American-born viceroys in the colonial period. So this man was American. More.
More.
Muslim.
More.
Berber. Berber. So
got all these fast cars saying bye.
So his father was Governor General of Cuba and later Viceroy of New Spain.
Oh, you put Cuba into over here with the Haitians. Yeah,
I
but
thought
hold
about
on.
the Mayas.
You
Oh,
said
yeah,
that
yeah.
at the beginning portion of your talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. See how all this
I'm
shit
just
plugs
trying to- Oh,
in?
you already did that already? Oh. Yeah, he brought the Cubans in.
It's just funny how all this shit come right back around full circle, yo.
Full circle, same people, same government. You brought the Puerto Ricans in?
Yeah.
He brought the Boricua.
I was talking about Boricua.
Yeah, he got
Boricua, Morena, Dominicana,
Hey, listen. They acting like they're all different. They the same
Same
ass
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers.
Same
This is why
motherfuckers.
somebody from born over there look at him like, y'all related?
Yeah, we are related.
I'm
We are
sorry,
related.
One was born on mainland, the other one was born on the island. Nobody gives a fuck. You same people.
Same fucking people, bro. Same people. I don't want to hear shit about it. Stop being bougie. Oh, but I have my flag. Your flag isn't as good as. Stop being bougie.
Bougie. If
Bougie
war
motherfuckers.
comes to this land, y'all all coming together. Shut the fuck up, all of y'all.
You know what that means? That means everybody put their flag down and put their hands up.
Let's go.
Flags down, hands up, nigga. That's what that means. Wartime is go time.
That's like, yo, that's the closest person that I know that will get my back because we from the same landmass.
What am I going to trust? A stranger?
I'm
on,
trust
yo.
the guy from overseas.
Yeah, I'm going to trust the overseas guys who has allegiance to a whole other country overseas. That got nothing to do with my shit over here.
My shit over here.
And I'm going to expect that he's going to care about my shit like he cares about his shit over there. Hell no, he ain't. Nigga, you think about over there.
Yep.
You can't be mad at that. That's the game. Don't be mad at the player. Hate the game. His father was Governor General of Cuba and later Viceroy of New Spain. When the son was named to New Spain, he had already acquired prestige as a soldier. He was a man of energy and quick intelligence who had come under the influence of the French.
Gemini.
Who had come under the influence of the French Enlightenment.
Oh, he learned the history. Somebody studied history.
Was that the Statue of Liberty?
No. They call that Illuminati.
Nigga said French Enlightenment. Wow. Means he came into some shit, man.
He came into some real shit. He understood. He was like, yeah, I know it's gang. Hold on, what was that word? What was the magic word?
Gang.
Gas. What? Gas chick?
Gang. Gang. Gang, and gang, bro.
It don't have to be fucking brown. It could be sloppy. Alright. That's my cool. I'm cool with that. I like slop. Okay.
Served Mexico well. Made extensive administrative reforms, improved the courts, regularized finance, and gave impetus to agriculture, mining, industry, education, and the arts. He consolidated Spanish power on the California coast and recommended extension of that power to Alaska.
What? Hold on.
I gotta read that whole shit again. So he consolidated Spanish power. Well, you know, Alaska is Russia. Is American Russia. Or I should say Russia, America.
Yeah. Go ahead. Read that over.
French limit. I'm gonna just call him Gigi for short. This is too much fucking long. Gigi served Mexico. That's all I see in the middle. Gigi served Mexico well. Made extensive administrative reforms, improved the courts, regularized finance, and gave impetus to agriculture, mining, industry, education, and the arts. Sound like my man brought back several liberal arts. God damn. He consolidated Spanish power on the California coast and recommended extension of that power to Alaska. Ooh.
Why?
I don't know why.
That's something that.
That's a valid question.
That's a real.
He improved the Mexican capital, which he found to be so many filthy dunghills, not excluding
Dirty motherfuckers.
straight up, not excluding the space in front of the palace in which there was a veritable gypsy camp of sheds and huts made quiet without order, since each one built as his fancy. Making it hard for me to read. Maybe I need to just come closer. There we go. As each one built as his fancy directed. And these sheltered by day as well as by night an endless number of folk of both sexes,
Sounds like homeless people.
right?
Yeah, homeless
Who
straight.
committed all sorts of excesses without it being possible to watch over what went on in that confused and disorderly place. Nigga, that is the homeless thing.
Yeah, that's homeless people.
Holy shit, son!
Shit, nothing new on the list.
Nothing new, bro. Wow, I gotta highlight that. But they called it a gypsy camp. Haters.
Yeah, they always call those gypsy camps. Gypsy camps are just people that's roamlessness. No home.
You know when they say gypsy, who they referencing? Egyptians.
Egyptians? I
Gypsy.
thought that was more.
Yes.
Like
No, it is more.
Indian, like
still more?
Indian people from like what? How they call it? Yeah, just Indian people.
Oh, so actually, Indian people are Asians.
Of course, yeah, they are Asians.
They're not classified as Indians over here.
That's true. That is true. That is valid.
I just found that out reading my own goddamn book. You know that, bro? Like, wait a minute. So Indian motherfuckers is Asians when they come up? Oh, shit, son.
Yeah. No. I get
The
that.
game is crazy over
It
here.
says it when you read it. It says they are Asians.
Well, that answered my question. Well, what do you call an Indian coming from India? Asian. That's some crazy shit.
Trying to figure out what I was saying.
With the gypsies.
Yeah, I thought real gypsy. You got wipe your nose.
Oh, I got book.
No, just
No, I feel it dripping down.
So Indian people, I thought they were the gypsies.
No, we are the gypsies from the same ancient Egyptians.
These are just how people think. Forms of thought.
Almost done with this chapter. Y'all gonna be good for a long time after this live. I'll tell you that much. Damn near.
Doing daddy duty.
Damn near 4 hours.
We daddies.
Y'all gonna be good for a long time. After this live, I don't need to make shit for a while, huh? For a while. Now keep you busy for a long time. Okay. Homeless people, gypsies. And these sheltered by day as well as by night an endless number of folk of both sexes.
No, you mean they.
He, she, and they, yeah.
You mean he, she, and they.
Whatever both sexes call themselves is between those terms, he, she, and they. 3 options. Pick one. Maybe somebody must say all the above.
You need to start bowing out right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got too much of your time. You start bowing out.
All right, I'm gonna make this the last page. I'm gonna let them see this map.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna close out. Y'all good. Y'all super good. Shit. He urged completion of the canal for the draining of Lake Texcoco. Texcoco.
The draining of the Lake Texcoco.
Yeah, he urged completion of the canal for the draining of Lake Texcoco.
Why drain it?
So they use the canal to drain a lake.
Yeah.
So they use canals to drain lakes.
Yeah.
I got what you mean.
Interesting.
One piece of the puzzle.
Mm.
Oh.
No, nah, yeah.
You see what I'm thinking? Like,
Just listen.
so you
listen,
use
man.
canals to drain lakes. Okay. Thank you for that piece of the puzzle.
We
Go.
know. No, we know.
Okay.
We know. Right?
Okay.
That's why we
All
said
right.
that.
All right.
He urged, yeah. So a project not completed until the days of Porfirio Diaz. He improved the water supply, extended paving, and organized the police. He even refurbished the local theater and its stock company of actors.
Oh, you can cut down the video.
His motives in launching these laudable reforms were mixed. Not the least of them was to deflect the minds of the people from the revolutionary ideas that were spreading, especially from France. Uh-oh.
Revolution ideas.
Revolutionary ideas coming
That
from
sounds
where?
like our
France.
Constitution stuff.
Damn. Why France though? It's always something with France.
It's always
Nigga got
the mind.
Nigga got French Enlightenment. First he gets French Enlightenment. Now niggas is where we at? I gotta catch where I'm at.
Oh man.
First you got
Just
French
study
Enlightenment.
The French.
Yeah. Then you got
They like
revolutionary.
to stay out of history, you know.
You have revolutionary shit coming. His motives in launching these laudable forms were mixed. Not the least of them was to deflect the minds of people from the revolutionary ideas that were spreading, especially from France. But Charles IV
Charles IV.
cared little for such reforms. Also, Manuel Godoy. I thought that should say Godbody. Manuel Godoy. Manuel Godoy. His chief advisor.
Hold on.
His chief advisor had a brother-in-law named Brancafort or Brancafort,
Yeah. Okay.
who coveted the Mexican posts.
While leaving the under portion.
Gigi was recalled and arraigned on trumped-up charges of inefficiency and corruption, of which trumped-up charges.
He called that fake news.
Of which he was finally cleared. He was the last able viceroy. We retrace our steps to consider the lesser officialdom. The great viceroyalties of New Spain and Peru were early subdivided into smaller administrative units, chiefly presidencias. And captaincies general. Captaincies general. No shit. So each governor represents a viceroyalty that was split up.
Oh, say it again.
So that means each state that got a governor and a secretary of state is a representation of a divided portion of a viceroyalty. Then.
As we get the Arch Dynasty.
Right. Viceroy. You just come up with that one. Archdiocese. You're right. All were nominally subordinate to the viceroys, but the great distances, slow communication, and the jealousy of the deputies curtailed the viceroy's power.
Just figured it out, bro. I just figured it out.
What?
We gotta talk about this after when you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The presidents, who were less important and often more accessible, were usually subject to greater viceregal control than the more remote captain general, who became largely independent of the viceroy and were in effect, that last part, were in effect little viceroys. Both captain generals and presidents were direct appointees of the king. Both reported to the king and received orders directly from him, often paying no more than lip service to the viceroy. For example, at the end of the colonial period, the viceroy of New Spain, Mexico, yeah, hear that? The viceroy of New Spain, Mexico, exercised a considerable control over the Presidencia of Guadalajara in the west, but had slight control over the Captaincy General of Guatemala, which included most of Central America, and over the Captaincy General of Santo Domingo, which included the Spanish West Indies. All right, I gotta make sense of that on my own.
You gotta read that over again, bro.
No, like they're breaking it down, so I gotta look at it again so I can make it make sense in today's time. Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
I can't do that right
Yeah.
now. I gotta sit down with that one.
That's one that you just gotta have you gotta pull up Google Maps. You gotta go through the
Yeah.
whole process and understand.
But before we close out, yeah, this was a
Yeah.
great, fantastic read. I hope y'all enjoyed this reading session. I like to call this Reading Rainbow 2021. Reading Rainbow. Da-da-da, da-da-da, Reading Rainbow. Oh, hey, Reading Rainbow was my shit. I ain't never seen no black dude on TV reading, nigga. I watched that motherfucker read. So I want y'all to look at this map real quick. Just so you can see. Look, see here? You have British North America. You have the United States here along the coast. Over here, damn, is that whole shit Louisiana, my nigga?
that whole shit.
So you have this whole shit over here is Louisiana. And we all know Louisiana is France.
That's literally the whole entire.
So this whole fucking
let's go
shit is
for it.
France, bro.
all the way down until.
Bro! This whole shit is France.
And look at the islands, all the islands, everything.
Yeah. Louisiana is the empire.
Welcome to the empire.
I've been
And the viceroy.
Yo, this is why we're so closely connected, just as a
Yo.
people. Yo, bro, after the video's done, I gotta show you.
So New Spain,
I gotta show you.
New Granada. You got Louisiana here. You got the 13 colonies over here. That's what they call the United States. Because really all that shit is Mexico, France. Now I gotta call Mexico France. Holy fuck. Claimed by England, United States, Russia, and Spain. So this would be Alaska. And yes, that was Russia. Say it right there. Claimed by England, United States, Russia, and Spain. Damn, son, that's crazy.
That's blasphemy.
Nigga.
the facts.
Oh
Damn, bro.
You hurt my feelings.
Look, look.
You
Look.
hurt my feelings.
Hey, y'all ready this?
Daddy was
Hide the book.
Louisiana, look,
Hold on, let him
Louisiana, French before 1762. To Spain, 1762.
Hide this
To
book.
France, 1800. Sold to U.S. in 1803.
Hide this book.
Let's look at Louisiana again, y'all. Do you see this whole shit here? I'm talking about with the lines going across. You see all that? That's France.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
That's French. This is French. Haitians. Hello. We've been here. That's crazy. All right, fam. I'm gonna leave you with that, man. Viceroyalty of Peru, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. What's Rio de Janeiro again? Is that Argentina? No, that's Brazil. That's the ancient name of Brazil. Rio de Janeiro. Yep.
I wasn't here earlier, so I don't know what you.
No, I'm just talking to myself.
Oh.
Damn, yo. Oh, here we go. Look at that shit right there. Right there for your face to see. You see that right there? New France. Bang.
Hide that book.
English colonies. You see that? New
That book
Spain.
is too much.
Central North America. See? Louisiana. New France.
Oh
Same empire.
no! I want to go back to the States.
See that? Same. That's wild, man. And it's crazy because that is right over here. That's the Great Lakes. That's the Great Lakes. That's like Michigan. That's Michigan too and all that shit, bro. Minnesota. That's all the Great Lakes area. That's all part of France, bro. Woo! Let me step back so I can get a good look at this map right here, man. This is why I fucks with these books, yo. Okay? The Moorish Empire is vast, my G. It is registered in France. Just want you to see French territory. Look, I'm trying to make it clear for y'all. You see French? They got the lines going vertical. They're going up and down.
It is a French problem.
Look, Louisiana. Look,
Just right there.
up and down, up and down, up and down. This is France, y'all. In America, Amerique. So on that note, I'd like to thank you guys for your time. You've been fantastic. Hope you've gotten a lot of information from this research.
Welcome to the bush.
I'll make sure I get my essay.
Make sure I get my 25-page paper on the viceroyalty, on the royal government in America. I want my 25-page essay on the royal government in America. And it better say right at the top, Royal Government of America. Written by you, okay? I want that reported 10 a.m. Monday morning. You're on the clock. Nah, real shit though, y'all. Yo, get this book, man. And share this shit with your family. Because Latin America is your history. Bitches! Don't let them think, oh, it's only for people who speak Spanish. No. This is your history. You speak English, you speak Spanish, and you speak French. Now I understand in Haiti why the core languages you have to learn in school is French, Creole, French, English, and Spanish. That is right and exact. Every Haitian knows how to speak French and Spanish. That was a core part of the curriculum. Now I understand why. You can't understand your whole fucking vast estate if you only speak one language. Bars. So now I gotta learn Spanish and I gotta learn French.
Yup.
I got to.
Because everybody holds a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, so because I now gotta be able to get into some Spanish books and some French books. This shit real, bro.
So hold on, you gotta have a child of a mind, as you were saying last time. Start all over.
Go back
In
to
a
the
new language, though.
go back to the mind of a child.
Go back to being a child. Learn French. Keep the mind of a child. And
It's gonna
learn
be
French.
crazy, baby.
Keep the mind of a child. Learn
But yeah.
Spanish.
On that note, show support. Go visit my bro Mansa, get his book. Mansa's Proverbs, House of Moors.earth, HOUSE.
Tell them to travel the world too.
OFMOORS.EARTH. Get your passport.
Get
As
your
yourself so you can travel. So you can travel the world and see the history that we're reading about. Also get your passport so they know that you are Muslim.
Yes, sir.
Remind them that they're using your shit on your reconquered lands, homie.
Yes, sir.
Stop getting caught up in these circuit courts.
Yeah.
And with that being said, peace, Muslims. Happy Martin Luther King Day. For those who really know the real, happy Michael Luther King Day.
Hey, remember the show? Martin!
Oh, and Cole was wearing a fez in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Didn't they make Cole the stupidest motherfucker in that show? Every time, son. Every time. The dumbest nigga got a fez on, though. Crazy to me.
He ain't that dumb.
He ain't that dumb. Crazy to me. With that being said, man, enjoy the rest of your night. Research, study together, get this shit right, man. Get your identity straight.
Non-violence.
Hey, remember, go for the thin books. They're non-violent.
Sit your docile ass down.
But if you are belligerent, you fuck with these boys.
Hey, listen. I don't give a fuck about your millions. Who give a fuck?
I know. The universe don't either. All right, y'all. Peace.
Okay. Yes, sir.